how you guys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. Yo, I gotta go close the door. I gotta get the music up and running. But how you boys all doing today? Let me get the music rolling as well. We're starting now. Is it out? Audio? Good. Yeah, let me close the door real quick so I can get as loud as I wanna. Otherwise, yeah, very. Oh man. Oh man, I haven't even been on WoW today at all, man. I just got back from doing IRL things. I was busy doing IRL stuff, dude. Can we never do that again? Just never go outside again, ever? How you boys all doing? We got more 5v5 1v1 duels up and running for the day. I try to see and do my very best that I could to plan out the 5v5 duels while away from a computer. Though I was hearing like, I didn't know if we would do PTR duels today or live duels today. Some of you guys were like, yo, PTR is down, it is broken. But for other of you, like, yo, PTR is just fine. Some of you said EU is down as well. So it was just like, I was just getting two things fed to me at once. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do this. When I get back, we'll get the stream up and running. I'll delay it if I have to. I'll check the servers. It looks like both servers, EU and PTR, are fine. It looks like most of you guys really wanted to do live servers today on EU. So, hey, you know what? Maybe it's like with patch 9.2 finally getting a release date. Maybe it's like, all right, let's just go play whatever's left to 9.15, get it out of our system, have some fun with it, then enjoy PTR 9.2, right? Enjoy patch 9.2, not in PTR form anymore, but just the real version. Maybe we'll do some PTR tomorrow, because I do want to get EU and NA boys playing together. I really do enjoy the fact that you boys can play together. How y'all doing? What's up, Gaming? How you doing, man? Hope you having a good one, my guy. Yo, trying to let my monk do it? Yo, go for it. What's up, Flows? What's up, Samir, D-Woods, Lag, Sippin'? How you boys all doing? Welcome back, boys, to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Hopping over on EU to see what groups do we have. Maybe we have your boy Arhi in there, ready to go for some 5v5 1v1 duels, yeah? And just make sure it's actually capturing live. What's up, Live? How you doing, man? I'll be having a good one, my guy. You got coffee here? I should probably get water in a bit. I had this coffee in this little, so I went outside, right? And went out doing the IRL stuff. And I got this like little, it's like a, I think it's called a tumbler. Basically, it's like a, think of it like a thermos, but like cup form, to keep my coffee warm. And it did a really good job. I mean, I put this coffee on here like hours ago and it's still warm, like really warm. So I've been drinking coffee from that for a little bit. That's how I still gotta top that off. I still gotta polish that off. Let's hop on live. I'm also on an A. I can play with you boys only in PTR. Only in PTR. Normally we do 5v5 duels Friday on EU, Saturday on NA. But PTR, you are able to play with everybody. You're able to play with both EU and NA boys. So let's hop on EU. We'll see if we got any groups available. Maybe we'll have your boy Arhi on here. What's up, my man? What's up, Lofty? How you doing, my guy? Hope you are having a good one. Also, yeah, if you're NA, you won't be able to. This is why I like PTR, so both EU and NA can play together. What's good, man? What's up, Loaded Lucky? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Coffee, bro. I don't like that. I've been drinking coffee every single day. I've been trying, bro. When I was in college and I was doing IT stuff, taking IT classes, I had so many friends in there that were just the most terrible people to, like, they were just the most unlikely people to talk to until they had their coffee. Like, they literally couldn't survive and couldn't be like a social functional person unless I had like 3-4 cups of coffee a day. Like, at that point I was just like, bro, if I ever get to that point, man, then I'll be very, very disappointed with myself. So I've been trying to, like, you know, sleep properly, do all the things right, eat healthy, so I don't need coffee. But as of recently, I've been staying up until like 4, 5, 6 in the morning in some cases, working on my vids, man, putting in that extra work, putting in that extra grind. So I've been needing coffee just to get through the rest of the day. One cup of coffee. Yeah, I heard that one cup of coffee is good for you. Like, well, like one glass of wine is good for you for the heart or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just been drinking coffee just to make sure I got plenty of energy to keep up with you boys, man. Dal's getting an old man, dude. Becoming an old man, Dal. Where are our groups for EU? Archie really want to do some EU duels. Ari was really excited about doing some EU duels. Ari was the one who told me that PTR servers apparently was having some kind of issue. Let's hopefully we'll be able to get some EU duels going, yeah, boys? Because I've been having a lot of fun doing the PTR duels. As a PTR, I want to see if EU boys can join in. So I asked in the Discord if you guys wanted to do PTR or EU. Arky really wanted to do live servers. Some of you guys in the Discord wanted to do live servers. So here we are on live servers. Yeah. Hey Dal, am I making an actual live? Yo, what's up, Tim? How you doing, my guy? This is live, yeah. Live stream. I'm seeing if we can get a group together for EU duels. Do we have any forming? Is anybody gonna be trying making a group together? We have one. Wait, actually I have no format with a group ready to go. I didn't realize you already had a group. Do we have a second group over on the EU? Like an alliance or a horde group? Because if we have two groups over on the live servers, we could have some duels on live. Hey, what's up, Holy Moly? How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good one. Your stream frozen, you face surprise to show Sentium. Did it really? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it didn't freeze on my end, but if it froze for you, go for it. Maybe that can become an emote in the Discord or something. PTR or EU? Well, Taxi, I was gonna do PTR, but it looks like a lot of the boys in Discord were saying that I got a lot of messages telling me that PTR is not working and that we should do live servers. So we are on EU live right now. You're more than welcome to. We do have a group. At least we have one group over on the EU live with no format. If we can get a second one, I guess we can have one rolling. Oh my god. That's my face. That's me, dude. Look at that face. I feel like we have way too many of those where Dal has a freeze face on stream. Like, what emote would that be if we were to make that one? Melee attacks DC if you move. Wait, melee attacks DC you if you move. PTR scuff right now, really? So melee attacks disconnect you if you move. So like, but getting meleeed or mailing other people DCs you? Yeah, if that's that big of an issue, then we definitely should do some live server stuff. And we'll check out PTR tomorrow. I just wish I could go. I wish I was able. I was in home all day today too. So I was trying to plan out duels by word of mouth, right? Trying to figure out, are we doing PTR or are we doing live? And I had some people tell me, no, PTR is fine, everything's working. And other people tell me PTR is screwed, don't do it. So I'm like, I'm not even home to test it to find out what's going on. So I had to do a lot of IRL things today. Down the coffee. Maybe that's what it would be. Yeah. PvP on the Dalaran Horde play hard. Yo, let's go, boys. Let's go. Do we have a second group over for the vibe? We do. We got ourselves one with Taxi and Scatic. If we get a +1 in here, we'll be good to go, boys. Let's go, boys. This is exciting. Oh, this is fun. Yo, I'm still also working on a thumbnail real quick. So while we're waiting for duels, yo, no format. Can you whisper me real quick, letting me know you got a group? Or Arky? I don't know if Arky is maybe part of that group, part of some kind of a group, trying to put one together. Yo, just whisper me so we can have you on screen, yeah? It would help me out tremendously, my guy. So boys, we got two groups available. Both of them are on EU Horde. I don't know if we'll have one on the EU Alliance, but we got groups available. So if you guys want to join in over for the EU, you guys are more than welcome to, boys. Just check the LFG. Actually, let me pop in on stream exactly how to join the 5V5 1v1 Duels. Here we go. Are he tired? He want to do 9.2? Wait, hold on. No. Wait, Arky told me he wanted to do live. Hold on, I have a message from Arky. He said PTR is scuffed. And then he said something about EU as well. Hold on, this is what Arky told me. Arky said, Privyet, which is hello. I think today better not to go on PTR. Nothing is working on PTR. I told him, well, I think a PTR today, but we'll see what's going on. And he said, okay. And then I think let me see. He said nothing is working normally, which in Russian I had no, like, he said nothing is working normally, which I really didn't know what he meant by that, because he didn't go into details. He just said nothing works normally. So I'm like, who knows what's broken, what isn't broken, right? In my head at the time. So I told him EU servers down. He said PTR servers are not working well. I said EU today. That's all I've been told. The PTR is broken, always has been. Atha. What the hell? Well, I work tomorrow, I can't join, but I'll watch. I got sounds good, my man. Sounds good, my dude. Yo, how are we doing with groups? Tagsy, check one. They got actually 2 more boys of the need. No format, got a 5-man. Yo, no format. Can you message me real quick just to have a real ID so I have you here on the screen? Google Translate was broken. What's up, G-Funk? How you doing, my man? Or maybe it is Google Translate. So I was trying to translate more or less what Arhi was telling me, right? So Arhi wrote to me in Russian, but for me in Russian, even then I have to like translate a portion of it to, you know, figure out exactly what he's saying, right? At least, I don't know, I was trying to kind of like translate to you guys what he was more or less saying, yeah? That's what I was trying to do. He wasn't saying it in English. But yeah, it's still, even when he tells me in Russian, like, he said, "Не работает." It just means not working. Which, to me, like, I guess is a question of like, oh, it doesn't work in what way? Right? Oh, because it says it doesn't work. So, made me think, okay, well, that could mean either servers are completely down or something is like giga broken. So at the time, I guess, I just had like no idea really what he meant by it, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying is I just had no idea what he meant, and I really just wanted to see for myself. But again, I was away from the house the whole time, so I had no idea. Yeah, but we're here now, boys. We're here now to get some 5v5 duels rolling. That's all that matters. Hey, y'all. Rises Coffee Cup. What's up, boys? How y'all doing? I still gotta polish that off. I'm surprised I kept it hot the whole time. Alrighty, gang. So do we have another group of 5 men ready to go? Yo, 4 no format. We were waiting for you, dude, to log in minutes ago. Okay. As soon as we get a second group, I will queue you up. Thanks for putting a group together. Crap. Can't type at all. What's up, my man? Hope you having a good one, my man. No one on Alliance for the by the way. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we have a second group over on the PTR. I think it's a group with tags at check one on the Horde. Then you +1. What's this? We're good to go, boys. Let's go. I have a full group ready. Wait, Slippin', you got a group? What's your Dal? Does it? If you type in Dalaran #1340, you should be able to add me. Alliance 3 slots. Holy moly, you started to put a group together in Alliance, boys. If you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Let's say 92 changes. How's the campaign? Really unsure whether or not to resub. Just don't like grinding campaigns in PvE. So the story stuff, I mean, you just gotta do it once a week. In the first week, you're gonna have 3 chapters of storyline done, or story ready, and then it'll be a new chapter of a campaign unlocked every single week. It doesn't take that long a time, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes of doing the story stuff. And it's actually pretty cool. Some of the visual stuff they did with the story in Zerath Mortis is actually kind of interesting. I enjoyed playing through it on PTR. I only did it once though, so I didn't do it like multiple times over. But I did it once, it was actually not bad. Yeah, the campaign, there's not even that much. I guess campaign is not really super grindy for the new story, because you don't have new renown or anything like that to unlock in order to do the campaign. None of that. You just, whatever renown you have is whatever renown you have. You just have a chapter storyline every single week. At the beginning, you'll have 3 chapters just to get you started, and then you'll have a chapter every week afterwards with something new going on that leads you towards the story of Shadowlands and the ending of Shadowlands and whatever else that happens. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say the story is grindy, Bretch. How you doing, by the way? Am I joining Alliance if you need people? Yo, mother, welcome to boys. Do we have a 5-man team over on the... We just need one more Horde with Sajiro, boys. Join up with Sajiro. Join up with the man himself. That's he's got a full group. We're good to go. Alex just lots, yo, holy moly, trying to put a group together, boys. If you guys want to join in for the 5v5 1v1 duels, player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find a group, type number 5 in the search and hit enter. Make sure all your filters are on to join either group with holy moly over on the Alliance, or join in one of the 2 groups available with, we got Tagsy with Check One, Scatic on that group with Sajiro, or Druidzu over on the other team. They just both need a +1 apparently. They had a full group, but I guess they need a +1. That's what we need, boys. I'm gonna try to get the stupid love rocket, but I swear it doesn't exist on the loot table. Yo, I should try getting that on my alt, shouldn't I? Because I have a lot of alt characters. I should try going for the love rocket. Do you need to be level 50 to be able to get it? Or like, what are the requirements? Can I be like a level 48 character and still get the love rocket? Is that a possibility? To place an alliance is free. Yo, Jesus, put an alliance group together. Is he together with holy moly? Are you guys together? Let's go, boys. Let's get some boys in here, man. Let's get some boys in here. Trying to join us for some 5v5 1v1 duels. You know what I mean? Let's get them both in here, boys. Let's get them both in here, boys. We did a couple more. Wanna play to the gold, guys? Yo, join in for sip in. Join. Need last level 50, at least level 50. Okay, well I have a couple of characters that are level 50, so I guess I would be able to actually have a lot of alts that would be able to be eligible at the balance. So I think I'm gonna start doing that in my free time. Sorry, while we're waiting for the groups, I'm trying to set up a duels video. Again, I was just away from the house the whole time. I had it like processing and stuff. We have a group? Are we ready? Scatting with a 5-man? 5 ready to go. Yo, format, let me know when you got a 5-man. Jesus or holy moly, let me know when you got a 5-man. Sejiro is ready to duel. Sejiro is ready to take all of you on, boys. Last few duels of the patch 9.15. Let's send this patch away with some good old duels. Let all our fury, all our all our rage at one another in these duels. Blast each other with them. Check one. Ready? Okay, awesome. I'll get you guys in here. Check one and scad 1G. Randomize. For some reason I wasn't able to join in. Did I mess up names? Let's make that a match. Scad 5. Check one. Scad. Is it Scad dig, or is that a Q or a G? I guess it's a question. If that's a Q, then I got it wrong. If it's a G, then I don't know what's going on. Scad 1G. Wait, I'm not lead. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to lead. Yeah, that'll probably be the reason why it didn't work. Is it 2 more for our team? Are we good? Let me know check one when you're good. As soon as you give me a whisper, I'll queue you guys up. Hell yeah. Yo, boys, hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. By the way, if you guys are... Actually, I'm not going to ask you guys to like the stream just yet. We haven't even started the streams. So, let me first get some duels rolling first. Yeah, let me just get that out of the way. Yeah, let me just do that. Let me at least get a duel in here, man. Just get a duel in here, dude. It'll be good to go. Are we ready now? You check Skad's carrot in a moment? Yeah, Skad is good to go. Scattic is fine, because I might have effed up. Can you check Scatty character? Scatty, no, you just need to be lead. Check one, and I'm good to go. Wait, are you with Scatty? Wait, is that what's going on? Are you with him? Are you with him? Can you check Scatty character at the moment? Are you with Scatty? Are you with Sejiro? Is that what it is? No format. He's got a 5. Wait, the format got a 5. I think I am. Oh, okay. That would explain it. Yeah. Okay, that would explain it. Okay, so we got Scat 1G and no format. Make sure you're out of LFG. Make sure you're out of LFG, no format. As soon as you cancel LFG, I'll queue you, because it's otherwise gonna bug out. It's definitely gonna bug out. Right to war game. What's the name in realm? Dalaran hashtag 1340, boys. Just gotta add me on real ID. Dalaran hashtag 1340. That should be info like that should be in Discord, by the way. If you guys need to add me, should be in Disc. Did it work? It worked. We're in. Let's go. Blades Edge Arena, boys. Let's do this first duel over of the 5v5 1v1 duels over for the weekend, boys. Give me them big old duels. Give me some of the best challenges, some of the closest matches I've ever seen. Try to make it as entertaining as you can, boys. And most importantly, just have fun. That's the most important part. Just have fun. So Twitch, we got ourselves Taxi over for the team one. Still rocking that flick. Oh, I like your mog. Still rocking that flick. I like that hair with the glasses and the mog. That looks so good. We got ourselves Unlucky then together with Big. We got ourselves Smith, which is Death. We got ourselves Sejiro as a Fury Warrior. Versus Mogdam over on Team 2 as an Arms Warrior. Rocking out though. You guys got a very similar mog. You got like the full like, what is it? It's like Black Rock Foundry mog. We got ourselves Meza over on Team 2 with G-Funk. We got Jutsu as a Boomy as well as the Gangsta. Okay. Oh. We got a little Murloc boy back there. Really simple mod. Got the blade. I kind of like those Necrolord blades in front. Is it just me? G-Funk looks like might be first up. I think he's checking with the team if he is first or if he is last. It looks like G-Funk is going to be first up for the evening with Smirt, otherwise known as Death, chilling over on his side of the arena. I gotta figure out a better name for you, Smirt, because Smirtonasa. Wait, Smirtonasna. What does that mean in Russian? Death? I'm gonna call you Death. Death is going to be dropping down Chakra, but it's going to be Chakra for Chakra. G-Funk popping one of his own. Flesh Cap getting burned up and just sliced right through by the both of them. G-Funk at the range damage. Looks like he's going to be jumping down, trying to get some melee versus Death. Harpooning after him as Death tries to go for that ram drop down. Big damage back towards G-Funk though. Quite a lot of bursts out of the both of them. Both of them going for a bit of healing accelerations out of the both. Shackles and Malediction. Death could go for a feint death in order to remove the shackle. Is going to be able to immune the effect. And actually could have maybe just death the chakra a little bit earlier, or the shackles a little bit earlier, because then their health went down. Gonna be G-Funk with a fake death camo is big. Tries to get an opener. Looks like he still lands a cheap shot. Doesn't really let him go anywhere. Oh my goodness, that feign death into camo was actually so clutch. That was going to be so big, but it didn't work out as well as he wanted. Drusu is going to be up next, getting blasted out, just completely sliced and dies by the rogue. He's going to be going for the big incarnation. Huge burst out of Jutsu. Is he playing Kyrian? Looks like he is Kyrian, trying to see if he can max out that Kyrian burst. He's the first guy to jump to big. Got a Shadow Blades rolling. Going to be a blind onto the Druid. Does he go for tricking? He does. Now the Druid is going to be susceptible to CC. No more clock shadows for the rogue. Does vanish, but the dots are going to break him out of that vanish. Rogue is out in the open. Still getting blasted. Big sipping up out of the Kyrian though. It's going to be Big trying to catch himself a bit of a healing. Thorns are down, so Big got himself full burst. Is going to be able to drop down Gladiator Jutsu, taking him out with a quick cheap shot as Mogdem trying to reconnect with the Rogue, trying to get a charge to intercept him, but that Rogue with a cheap shot is just going to be able to walk away scot-free, with Mogdem not willing to give up a trinket just yet. Big so far has made a big play, got himself a good advantage versus G-Funk, took down the Druid as soon as he got cooldowns out of him shortly. Mogdem with a Blade Storm before the Rogue really gets any kind of CC. Gonna be a cheap shot out of the Rogue either way, and does use that Shadow Step momentum, propelling himself off of the bridge and trying to catch himself a reset. Does get a reset. Mogdem still holding on to a flash guy, getting sapped up. Could pick up the eyes versus Big. Most likely will. Looks like he's going to go for it. Big is playing that Kyrian setup, so he does get himself a little bit of sipping up heal. Was that Zerka Rage out of Mogdem? Looks like he's going to be able to break out of that sap pretty quickly. Cheap shot Shrink inside of it. Trying to let it next to go to the Rogue. Rogue with a kidney shot as going to be Mogdem shrinking out of it as well. Leaping next to the Rogue. Kind of getting next to him. Can of sort of auto-attack him through the wall, which I think is still a weird mechanic. Is he just going to die to auto-attacks through the wall? No way. Rogue goes for advantage. Does Mogdem get him? Does slow him? Does he have any way to get him out? Is there a bleed rolling on Big, or is Big going to be able to get out of there? Oh, goes for a Warlock Hellstone to try to get a heal. Puts him on himself for a second. Mogdem was not looking in the right direction to land the Rogue out of stealth and put him in combat, though. That Rogue playing it very, very ballsy. Going for that Warlock Hellstone while in stealth. And somehow still caught a reset either way. Is going to be going for back-to-back sick pickups versus Mogdem. There goes some burst out of the Rogue with a Shadow Blades. Get a shot off of that cheap shot. Kyrian burst versus Mogdem. It's going to go for a Fear versus Rogue. No trinket. Does the Rogue have any defensives? He does have evasion coming up in 10 seconds. Quick disarm onto the Rogue. Limited in what he can do versus Mogdem. And because he can't attack him, is it just going to throw him in a blind and throw him in a full reset? That was a full avatar out of the Warrior. It's going to be the full Zerka's Rage to break him out of the tap. Big trying to see if he can avoid the Blade Storm and Whirlwinding Warrior with a kidney shot off of that setup. Trying to max out more of that Kyrian burst. Getting the huge Kyrian damage out of it. Parry out for Mogdem. Might be going down. Going to be massive heal for Mogdem with impending victory. Is going to go for a flush cut behind the corner. Not going to chase out to Big, as the Rogue does still have evasion. Quick leap by the Warrior. Does not get anything off of the Rogue. Is going to be going for Warbreaker in case he finds him. Was so close. He was right a pixel away from the Rogue. But I think it was that Z-axis. The Rogue was off of the platform, off of the ramp. The Warrior was on the ramp. Warbreaker should have hit him normally, but I think because of that Z-axis, it just doesn't connect. Otherwise, I would have put a bleed on Rogue at the very least. Getting a shot into Mogdem as he got banner rolling. This Rogue better have an answer for the banner. I don't think this Rogue runs a disarm or anything. He might need disarm right here because that's huge damage out of the Warrior. Is going to be able to get himself advantage up. Mogdam, no longer with a flashcraft, needs himself something, anything versus the rogue. Trinket is back up, so does the rogue though. He's gonna be able to charge the rogue before he catches reset. I guess it was a master blade still on the rogue, unable to get the proper shadow strikes off and getting ran over by the warrior, literally teabagging him a little bit BM. And I think Sejudo is trying to break up that BM. He's like, wrap it up there, Douglas. My man, you're gonna be dropping down my boy, the rogue of my team. I get it, you don't like rogues, but you can't be teabagging him like that. Mogdam don't care. He's gonna go for a quick disarm versus Sejuro. As Sejuro has wreck rolling, it's gonna be a Blaze Storm Arrow Mogdam as he got Avatar. So that's cooldowns for cooldowns actually. And Mogdam I think is gonna go for a bit of a reset. Huge slow into Sejuro. Does he have a flush cap coming back up soon? He might be. Mogdam I believe is running second wind. I would be surprised if he isn't. You know, he's running as Helio build as he can. Sejuro getting quite a bit of damage into Mogdam. And it looks like that, ignore pain, it's going to help him a little bit, but he's actually taking quite a bit of sustained damage. Sejuro is able to just rack right through him. Sejuro got plenty of self-healing, so he doesn't really have to worry about his health going down. Mogdam is limited on the health that he has. It's going to have to go for a parry as he sees his health just sustainably to going down. He's not really worried about burst out of Sejuro, but that sustain is eventually going to make him fall behind. Sejuro in that execute range, though, could be pretty bad for him. He's going to give himself a little extra health, trinket out of the disarm so he can get use out of his reckless in range regeneration, going for the bloodthirst, thirsting more health and siphoning out of Mogdam. Gonna be a Blaze Storm for Sejuro. Flash Cup for Mogdam. It's gonna be Sejuro breaking out of the Blaze Storm, landing on that interrupt. Shortest and the smallest possible. Flash Cup down for Mogdam. Big knockdown by Sejuro. Banner up for Mogdam just to get away from Sejuro if at all possible. Trying to walk away from him. Looks like Sejuro is gonna keep him in combat. Walking over the aftershock is gonna get a knockdown on Mogdam, but he does give himself a little bit of healing. Using the banner just to run away and stay mobile from Sejuro. He's literally using banner just to get away from the guy. Leaping away. He's hoping to disconnect from him for a second just to get second wind rolling. Gonna be unable to disarm to Sejuro. Parry out for Mogdam very, very soon. Looks like he's trying to see if he can force Sejuro away from him. Leap and charge back for Sejuro. Try to stay on Mogdam. Big heal for Mogdam for a second. 10 seconds on a parry. Can he live for 10 seconds before that parry? Reflect us up. Trying to use whatever he's got, but Sejuro is going to be able to tussle with him. He's got that healing. He knows the pressure that he needs to put it on the other warrior, and that's going to be massive damage out of Mess Smash. What is Me Smash? Zuggy? Is that the name? Oh, that Me Smash. I was gonna say Mess Mash, but that wouldn't really work well. Gonna be a shadow strike with an intro by Unlucky, then get a shot onto Me Smash. I see he had no trinket. Does he take him down right here? That is just to get 100% crit. That's gonna be big karma. Wait a second. Unlucky just going in for all in evasion as he just blasted through Me Smash. Not even gonna have a chance. Oh my goodness, that was so ballsy. He just went in for all the damn. My goodness, Unlucky then. My god, I love rogues that play it so risky. Like, he doesn't have to play it like that risky. He could just always back up out of there, play it safe, get him stealth, reset, all that stuff, right? He doesn't have to play that risky, but he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay in. I'm just gonna evasion and just keep trucking. You got only so many defenses, Doug. Taking him out like that. The gangster is going to be in stealth, no pet, so he's playing lone wolf build. He is not going to have sack, so I wonder what PvP talent he's using instead of sack. But it looks like this is where Unlucky then. He just committed a lot of cooldowns into that monk. You better reset. He's hiding behind this corner pillar. The gangster could randomly just trap on him or flare on him if he just randomly guesses. But I guess the hunter also is unsure where the rogue could be. Putting a flare down the middle where he is at least makes it so that he is going to be safe until the camera runs out. And maybe for Unlucky then, this is just one of those things where you just wait, get cooldowns back, let the camo fall off from the hunter, then make your approach. And that might be the best way of going about it. I'm the Russian rogue. I thought he deceived. He lagged. Oh, that's unfortunate, user. Yeah, hopefully they won't have lag in the future, boys. I didn't notice there was a lag with this match, but yeah, lag will definitely make things a lot harder in this duels. Gonna be that gangsta knocking back Unlucky with a full slow. Rapid fire, try to binding the rogue down, but the rogue avoids the binding shot. If he still walks into it, he can still get bound, but I doubt he's going to be able to. Gangster, I guess, could try to cut him in there. Definitely, Gangster's going to have to set up some traps in case Unlucky opens up. Freezing trap as the rogue goes for a shadow strike. What a trap right there. With a Death Shocker versus Unlucky. Shadow steps over to Gangster. Going to be a tricky for the hunter. Immediate blind for Unlucky then. That is going to be Kevin Slime. Spinning on Unlucky. Is not going to be able to get himself a proper reset. No sap for the Gangster. Get a shot. Might be enough damage for Unlucky then if he has the biggest burst. Oh my goodness. This man just came in and he was like, you know what? I'm taking you out. He looked at the monk. He was like, I'm gonna take you out. He looked at the hunter. I'm gonna take you out too. Just blasted these boys out of here. My man. I like it. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another duel up and running for the day, yeah? Let's get another one going, boys. Another duel for the 5V5 1v1s. What is this? Paddock, called Paddock. I like it after. Scotty, no format or holy, if you guys got groups, you guys are more than welcome to still for 2 more on the alley. If you guys want to join some of the groups available, 5V5 1v1 duels, player versus player, pre-made group, custom PvP, find the group at top in the search 5, enter. Make sure you have all your filters on. We got an alliance group trying to get formed together. We got some horde groups with maybe no format. Scotty, I don't know if they need some dudes, some new dudes in the groups. Scotty, ready to go? No format. Let me know when you're ready to go. Ready? Yo, we got a group with Jesus. Yo, let's get Jesus versus Scotty next. Let's get Jesus and Scotty then. Scad 1G. While waiting for no format. We're full, so I guess you guys, you are probably part of Jesus' group, right? Mugambala. There we go, boys. Another 5V5 duels of the day. EU SL, what is it? 160, no, 360, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Wait, 260, maybe 270, 280, 290. Ooh, 280. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, 270, 80. So 281. Can you believe we've done 281 of these duels in season 2? I'm gonna need to clear all of the audio for the next duels, man. I'm gonna edit them out so I can clear all the audio so we can have new season 3 duels. So I can have new audio for that. It's that time of the week. What's up? All right, how you doing, my man? Hope you're good. What's up, guys? How you doing, my guy? Hope you guys are having a good bar for the day. It's 95 PTR, which is it? Oh, is it PTR? Does it say PTR? I'm so sorry, Alex. I gotta change that, man. I gotta change that. Let me see if I can do that real quickly, yeah? Sorry, that's my fault, man. That's my fault. Twitch. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Is this really say PTR? Oh, that's PTR. Oh, that's my beat. Yeah, that's my fault, boys. That's totally my fault. Yeah, it is not PTR. It is live duels. That's my bad. Oh, okay. Oh, looks like it's gonna be Darley first up over for the team 1. Switch. I don't know if I've done that before. Gonna be getting a shot by Unlucky. Gonna be a blink out of Darley with a all the time. Just trying to reduce. Oh, what is going on? Oh my goodness. I was thinking this man is in trouble, and then Unlucky then just gave him the double. The double eviscerate. Man, that was just a lot of damage, dude. There's nothing you can do about that. He had all the time. He was ready. Unlucky just needed to get that thing to crit. Jesus, you gotta be Druid Snus. Up next versus Unlucky then, as this man just absolutely blasted Darley. Didn't even give him a chance to play the game. And holy moly in chat, who's Darley, says, okay. He says, just okay. That's all he said. I'm so sorry. Oh, man, that matchup. Gonna be a blind on the Druid. That's have a trick it. If he wants to go for it, Unlucky, then go for the reset. Unlucky is super low health. Oh, the Druid. Getting kidney shot. We're gonna be chicken out of it. We're gonna be maim and Unlucky. Then chicken out of it immediately. Gonna be cheap shot to follow onto Druid. So I'll try to see if he might be able to get him the big Kyrian burst. It looks like he's gonna try to disconnect. No vanish and nothing. Unlucky then is just out in the open. He's playing so ballsy, but he's willing to go down as a rogue. He's gonna go for the most damage possible, and he'll try to live as best as he can. But he's not gonna prolong these duels. He's the kind of guy that knows that joins in. He's gonna blast keep people out, do as much damage as he can, but he's not gonna hold us off for the longest duels ever. A lot of rogues actually go for real long duels, long resets, all that. Unlucky then it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, throw everything on the table, make it a close match, make it a fun match, and just like, because he knows he could reset, he knows he could do it any other day, he knows he could do that as much as he wanted to, but he's not gonna do it because he can. He's just not gonna do it. Gonna be Death up next as the Hunter versus Druid Snus. Take a sip of my coffee. It looks like Druid is either resetting for cooldowns or he's expecting trap under Death. Which is maybe exactly what he was trying to go for. And Druid just gotta chill in the corner. He's like, I ain't gonna go out there. I ain't going out there. I don't know where he was at. I'm just gonna go in the corner, dude. I'm gonna go where I'm safe. In case this man picks up an eye. And actually, gonna go behind the pillar and go with Flash Catwall in bear form. And looking for the full blown reset. Death, I don't think he even saw what the Druid was. Or if he did, He just kind of holding his ground. Maybe he's just sitting on, because I don't think he's sitting on a trap or anything. Pretty sure we would see it. But maybe? I'm not sure. Just surviving to trinket a 2-second cheap shot and then I next go. Yeah, basically, holy. Basically. It's a little rough. Gonna be some random traps thrown out by death. It looks like if there are traps by death, I'm not seeing any. But Druid Snus doesn't want to get in there at all. He just wants to wait it out. We got a stealthy duel here, boys. Perfect time for me to polish up my coffee. Gonna be that feral druid opener onto him. Death trying to get him down and up. Looking to burn through a flash. Gonna be a feign death, but smart. Or death. And there's gonna be a cyclone out of the druid. Maybe trying to get a trinket out of death. And that's exactly what he did. As the hunter trying to trinket and trying to get aggressive, sending in the pets. And that's gonna be also Kevin Slime sending back in there. Versus druid. At least the pet is keeping him in combat. Wait, is Death playing a 1-pet build? Is it playing like a kill command execute playstyle maybe? Maybe that's what he's playing for. I'm just so used to hunters playing double pets. Unless his T-Rexes merge together into one. Which sometimes happens. Visually just looks funny like that. Freezing trap onto Druid's nuts as he's going for the big damage. Gonna be Scarab Beast, but he shifts out of it. That's gonna mean that he has to spend a global. Or half a global. Shooting it back at the cat from quick maim onto death, but it's not gonna be enough damn though. Does Druid have any defenses? He does have wall. That's gonna be emergency frenzy regen going off. So Druid can go for defenses if he needs to. He just tried to see if he might be able to just out-sustain death. Leaping after him with the thorns rolling. Gonna be a freezing trap as he goes to the bear form. Gonna shrink it as he gets himself a heal. Gonna be a skull bash as death trying to get himself maybe as... Was that a flesh cut potentially? Maybe trying to interrupt flesh cut. Wall out for Druid as he just continues to rake and shred into the health of death. Gonna be Excel by the hunter as he's trying to give himself a fighting challenge versus the Druid. Full Tiger's Fury up for Druid with a stun to death, and it's gonna go for a flesh cut, trying to make sure that he has himself a freebie fleshy, just to make sure he has himself more fighting power. That flesh cut together with Meryl is gonna let him recuperate his health. Is going for as much self-healing as possible while the shield still holds stun by death with a death chakram. The Druid could be in trouble. Does he have a Barksy? Does he have anything? Gonna be a potential loss of damage. Druid very, very low. Bear form, Frenzy region, keeping him a little bit of mobility. The blades do break the hunter out of the swores, and Druid trying to see if he can get away, but he finds himself at very low health, and that's gonna be a big chunky bite out of the kill command. Druid trying to go for a bit of regrowth, and death is gonna go for feign death, trying to go for a first aid, luring the Druid at him. Quick Moonfire is gonna be able to break up those bandages. And death, actually, can this man play manic bandages like the normal manic bandages? Is not a thing hunters can do, like Beast Mastery. Or am I wrong in that one? I know the Survival Hunter has manic bandages, but I'm pretty sure those are good BM. So maybe against a against a feral, that might not have been a bad idea. As Druid Snuz just trying to keep the bleeds rolling on that pet, using that pet for freebie calm points, trying to keep himself recovered, but death is not pushing in. I was thinking the death was going to take advantage here while the Druid's health was low and then go for as many kill commands as possible. Maybe set up a burst afterwards. Stun with the death chakram, has himself full burst. Maybe Druid Snus in a bad spot. Is going to go for a bear from Barskin with the Frenzy regen. This is where the Druid is hurting. Does the hunter stay on him? He needs the kill commands. He needs to make sure his pets is frenzied constantly. Druid is catching up with a couple of regrowths in the back. And the hunter, again, wants to push up. He looks like he's walking at him, trying to get an angle on the cat, but he's mostly sticking to his side of the pillar. He's trying to stake to the pillar, play it safe with the traps. It is not really pushing in. The Druid looking to maybe leap in. Definitely going to get a Moonfire to build some freebie calm points. Quick feign death by the hunter is able to get himself some first aid, recovering health as much as he can. And the Druid is going to be burning through all of his mana just to catch up. Trap sitting right behind the hunter. He knows there's going to be a trap. Dart trap is going to get him out in the open. The hunter's trying to cut him through a freezing trap. Not going to happen. Death shock a bunch of the Druid. Could be in a bad spot right now. Does the Druid recover? Bear for Barskin. Get himself frenzy region. Is it going to be enough? The flesh kept interrupted. Had to go for a flesh kept just to get himself some reliability. I think trying to go for a bash onto death. Did death just immune the bash or dodge it? Drink it out of the freezing trap. It's like the hunter has it though. Oh, and the hunter did play it safe. And maybe that was the play. Playing it safe. Taking it easy, letting the feral come to you, letting the feral make a mistake, getting caught out in the traps because you know you want the feral out here. You don't want him line deciding you. Maybe that's what Death is playing. Playing the one pet build, maybe he's trying to get the hunter, the feral low, let the kill commands actually have some feasible damage behind it. Normally I'm so used to hunters playing the double pet build, but this man is trying something different, something new, and I like it. Kiosca going to be up next as a Survival Hunter charging in. Got himself eyes, is going to be able to find death. This is a Survival Hunter. He doesn't necessarily need to get into the melee with you. Kiosk could just kind of chill at a distance, keep it dotted, get some eagles, get some nades in there, get the kill commands in. He doesn't necessarily need to be running on top of the traps that you have. Gonna be full carrying burst onto death. That's gonna be Kiosk. Perfect opportunity to get a lot of range damage in, as well as extra damage, but looks like death is able to avoid him completely, having to harpoon just to re-engage and get that gap closed. Kiosk having to burn a lot of self-healing as Death gets stunned. Death has plenty of health for the time being. Could go for big defensive freeze trap onto Death as Kiosk is the one looking for that reset. Death not sending the pet in a Kiosk, should be sending the pet in to interrupt the manic bandage if possible. But he's not going to be doing that. Maybe wants to go for a camo. Complete reset. Is going to be sending the pets, exchanging the pets, sitting the traps in the back. And Kiosk pulling his own pet back, just doing some damage to the T-Rex. Going to be the tar trap he has to run through. Could potentially be a freezing trap around the corner. Looks like the freezing trap gets stripped up by Kiosk's pet. And Death shouldn't have any active traps or any setup traps, any armed traps on the ground at the moment. Kiosk exchanging grenades and chakrams as Death chakram is just ripping right through him. Kiosk dropping down the Kyrian burst around the corner, but I don't think that's what they tried to do. I think that might have been a misplay. And both Death and Kiosk is kind of low in health. Gonna be that chimeric poison rushing through Death. It's gonna be Shackles of Addiction on him. As Kiosk gets low, he's gonna radiate an AoE stun. But with Death being an eternally, he does immune it. Quick feint Death with a camo for Kiosk. No dots on his pet, so he's gonna be able to get a full manic bandage off. Death is gonna try to use first aid in order to recover, but first aid at 25% dampening is starting to wane off compared to the survival hunter manic bandage healing. That PvP talent is a bit more effective. Though Death is playing a Fleshcrafty Necrolord Beastmaster, so he is going to be able to get himself a Fleshcraft while inside of stealth. Kiosk can pick up eyes. He knows where Death is at, and is going to be able to get him dotted up. Maybe with a couple grenades. Chakram ripping right through Kiosk as he gets a stun onto Death. Death does not have any way out. This is a perfect opportunity for Kiosk to make a play. Stun back into Kiosk. He is playing that Relentless, so he's going to be able to sit stuns a little bit less long. Freezing trap onto Death, and he's looking to get himself out of there. As Kiosk is hurting, another manic bandage is going to be able to let him catch up. As long as Kiosk does not get a camo, though, Death could have himself a play. Death, though, I noticed whenever he gets CC'd, he doesn't send the pet to Kiosk. That pet could be perfect in order to get some pressure and at least interrupt Kiosk's manic bandage. It honestly, I think, might be worth it. Gonna be a stun onto Death as Kiosk gets low. Trick inside of it the last second. I'm not sure if that was worth it. As Kiosk finds himself super low in health, though, Death could take him out. Gonna be that turtle as the Cobra shots are flying. Kiosk looking to get a reset. Death at no health whatsoever. It looks like he was running on a Battle Master Trick and feint. Death doesn't get a camo. Trying to get himself first aid. Unless he got CC, I think it might be over. Death is going to be taken down by Kiosk's pet kill commands. Death Chakram still ripping through Kiosk, though, able to get out of combat at the last second and get himself a camo before Sejuro gets on top of him. Sejuro looking to get proactive, picking up the eyes and looking for Kiosk if at all possible. Sejuro's going to have to be very, very careful. If he has a reflect on that freezing trap, you could walk over the reflect and freeze Kiosk. It looks like it's exactly what he's gonna do. Kiosk gets frozen, get him put out in the open. Sejuro's gonna be able to get the opener. I wonder if Sejuro runs a stun, knockdown from the Night Fade with a blaze up to follow. That steel trap gonna be a little bit too high up. I don't think it's gonna be able to catch anybody. Stun Sejuro as Kiosk can try to get out of there. He's gonna be dropping down the Kyrian, but it's not gonna be able to reach Sejuro. Sejuro could walk into that Kyrian burst. It looks like that's exactly. Actually, no, trying to avoid it completely. Leaping around the corner is going to be another reflect for Kiosk's freezing trap, not letting Kiosk go anywhere. I think Kiosk, I was going to say, it looked like Kiosk was trying to go for a disengage. I wonder what happens when his mid-disengage gets frozen. Does he like stop in place? Or does he like keep traveling? Just kind of frozen. So Jiro, did he still eat the, I think he actually ate the steel trap. I think that leap, he was actually high enough off the ground where he ate the original steel trap. That's going to be another steel trap. Just can't do anything. Now he's eating all the traps. Charge towards Kiosk, trying to see if he can stay on him with a soul shape. Is able to stay next to him. Freezing trap actually lands, but it's going to be Sejuro with a trinket. Fear onto Kiosk. And looks like Sejuro actually had to use a lot of tools just to catch up to a hunter friend. Kiosk getting some kill commands in. Exchanging grenades. Going to be the AoE stun, but the Blaze Storm keeping Sejuro immune. With a stun onto Sejuro, no way out. More traps set up. Kiosk just to make sure there's a steel trap and a freezing trap maybe to get Sejuro off of his back. And make sure there's no reflect for it. Sejuro, steel trap, looking to pick up the eye again, try to get proactive as possible. Kiosk might just have to hold on to that freezing trap until later. Because if he sets one up, Sejuro's going to see it while he's in camo. And it's going to go for that Kyrian. Reflect is up, so Kiosk now always has an hour with a freezing trap unless Sejuro gets a Blaze Storm. He always has an out. Sejiro trying to stay on Kiosk as best as he can. Another knockdown with the ancient aftershock. Kiosk is able to really go into his steel trap. Does step in place. Kiosk super low in health. Sejiro leaping after him again. Gonna be that freezing trap now that the reflect was used up by Sejiro. Kiosk is free to land the trap onto Sejiro's feet. And the Kiosk is just doing whatever he can just to survive. He is doing the very best he can. He's got Broad healing him for very, very little, but that boy is healing. Broad as a support, dude. And Sejiro just gonna take advantage of the pet being next to him, generate a little bit of rage. Kiosk is right now just trying to play to his specs name, Survive. He's just got one mission, survive, live long enough, and maybe get some cooldowns to then fight Sejiro, the Fury Warrior. This man's just charging at you. Blaze Storm says he's going to immune any CC for a second. The Kyrian's arrow comes down with a resonant shot. Going to be a fear onto Kiosk as well as the pet. And Sejiro is absolutely just blasted out Kiosk. Freezing Trap is going to stop him in place. Looks like no trinket for Sejiro for the time being. And Kiosk back it up out of there. But Sejiro gonna be first aiding for a moment. Kiosk really wants to interrupt it. He almost sent the pet out there. But I think Kiosk just have to play the very, very defensively. It's 53% dampening. Kiosk is gonna have a hard time healing. Sejiro at least has some like healing toolkit. Bloodthirst, double raging blow to get himself a healing rolling, and rage regeneration. Kiosk got many bandages of Kama, so he got decent tools. But like he got tools where he needs to kind of AFK out with it. There's going to be grenades getting thrown in at Sejiro, landing a charge in, trying to go for a knockdown to Kiosk, missing it, but it's going to be a body soul shape as he's trying to get next to Kiosk as a full shackles of addiction, gonna necrotic out a lot of Sejiro's health. Kiosk under a bit of pressure, dropping down resonant arrow. Sejiro trying to go for the most money healing with the defensive as well. Within rage regen, Kiosk landing the kill shot in that tussle. I can't believe it. Big is going to be up next. Is going to get a sap into Kiosk. I don't think he's going to let him do anything. Cheap shot into the bed. Cheap shot at Kiosk with a big Kyrian burst. And Kiosk trinkets with a turtle. Freezing trap onto Rogue. Looking for the reset. Definitely needs to get a Hunter's Mark onto the Rogue. Steel trap instead? No Hunter's Mark. So I guess he's just going to steel trap the Rogue and maybe go for reset after. The fact that Kiosk is still alive, I'm actually amazed. He's going to walk next to the Rogue. Is that a good idea? Oh, I think he thought the Rogue was going to head in another direction. And the Rogue kind of met him on the other end. Priest is going to be up next. What's your name? Praise to Ret? I'll call you Priest. I feel like it's easier. Going to be full dots on the Big. Big is going into this duel with full defensives. Did not have to use anything versus the Hunter. Priest got himself full Void Eruption. Does one of those Void Eruptions hit Big? If it does, it could be big for him. Literally. But looks like after that Kidney Shot, going to be a Disperse out of the Priest. The Priest used every defensive there. Vampiric Embrace as well as Disperse. So Big is just looking for the reset. That was no PI out of Priest though. I'm surprised no PI. Maybe he was trying to maybe get a cooldown out of Big, then go for big PI, do big damage. Most Priests combine PI together with Vampiric Embrace just to get himself as much damage and get himself as much healing as possible. Oh, he was waiting for the... That was... Wait, that was not even just Void Form. That was Megalomania. So Big waited for Megalomania to be gone because Megalomania will reduce the Priest health down to 30% or 35%. So the Rogue just waited until Priest health was reduced by Megalomania talent. And then he opened up on him. Interesting. Very interesting. So the Rogue literally took advantage of that situation then, huh? Shadow Striking versus Jesus as he's playing the Frost DK. Got himself full Chain of Ice, and he even got the PvP talent where he can go for roots with Chain of Ice. Blind onto Big as he doesn't have a trinket anymore. Gonna be a full stun by Jesus. Trying to see if he can get the Rogue, but the Rogue is gonna vanish out of there. Who would win? A Death Knight with a proper setup, big A-bomb limb, lots of damage, or one Vanishing Boy. It looks like the Vanishing Boy does get the advantage. Gonna get Shadow Strikes off of that Kevin Slime. Getting a shot to Jesus, who does go for an IBF. And Big trying to get some damage rolling versus Jesus. He just needs a little bit more. He got blind. He got so many outs. Jesus is gonna have to have himself a hell of a play in order to come back here as Jesus finds himself at low health with 72% dampening, barely any healing available. Dark Pact, Death Pact, not even gonna do much for you at this point. Does get himself a Battle Master Chicken, but it's not gonna do anything for you at this point. Where the kid that shot Big does end up going Big, taking him out. So who got the most kills? Was it Big? It was Big cleanup, man. Big on that cleanup duty. I am surprised Kiosk lived as much as well as he did. That was actually kind of crazy. That man's lived by the skin of his teeth, dude. By the hair on his chinny chin. How you boys all doing? Let's get another duel in here, man. Yeah, let's get another one going, boys. Another 5v5 1v1 duel for the day. Let me know how the groups are doing. Scattic, go to got 5 ready. All right. Do we have maybe no format with the group? Jesus, it most likely still has a group. Yeah. What's up, man? How you doing, my man? What's up, Nemi? And we need one more. Yeah, we got a Casper with the group. I'm starting a group. Got 2 so far. Yo, Casper's looking for a group, boys. Yo, no format also got a group. We can get him in here. If you guys want to join up, LFG, hit 5 in the search. Make sure all your filters are on. We're doing them on the live EU duels today. Live EU 5v5s for the day. You guys are more than welcome to him. I want to actually roll higher than 15 this time. Okay, well, let's go do this. We can do maybe Team Jesus, because Scotty got to play twice in a row. And maybe we could do Jesus and no format. And then we could do Scotty together with Casper. We could do it like that. Yeah, give it some variety. So no format since he's ready. We'll get Jesus and that team only get to play once. No format. And we'll get Scotty versus Casper after that. How does that sound? Just to get some variety, so new people are playing new faces, right? So different people are playing different people. So Team Scatic, Team Sajura, just wait, hold the horses. We'll get you guys in here as soon as possible. Don't you worry. We'll give you guys in here as soon as we can. Looking back out to the scene. Yeah, what's up, Tags? I hope you're having a good one. I think if I'm still processing sewing the mystery, probably Haste. Yeah, Haste is really good for Haste versatility is good for a lot of classes. Vex. But hey, we got a lot of boys in here. You know what I mean? We got a lot of boys in the chat letting you guys know, like, hey, helping you guys out with all the questions you got. Are you gonna play Lost Ark when the servers are open? Yeah, shouldn't it be open today now? Weren't Lost Ark servers supposed to be like free to play Friday? I haven't played any Lost Ark ever, so I think I'm gonna try to give it a try, but with like 9.2 coming out as soon as it is, man. We're gonna try to get some duels rolling in some. I'm gonna get some, not duels, but I'm gonna try to get some time to maybe play some Lost Ark. I definitely want to give it a go, but I don't know how busy I'm going to be with all the 9.2 stuff, especially with the patch coming out so soon. I'll definitely give it a shot. I'll let you guys know what I think about it when I do play it. So Twitch, we got us. Oh god. Oh no UI. There we go. We got us. Duels NA is going to be first up over for the Team 1 versus Me Smash Zuggy. Me Smash. Gonna be going for that big BDB burst versus Druid Sus. So gonna be main potential to trick it out of the Druid. Maybe. It's gonna be a big Warren Dragon Punch. I think it's gonna do a lot of damage. Big Fist of Fury onto Druid. As he gets pop so. Bardic Skin with the friends and reach out. Is that gonna be enough to keep him alive? Trying to go for a Psycho versus Me Smash. Does he get an interrupt out of him? He doesn't. Druid Nuts might have put himself too far behind in health. He definitely needs something to survive here. He definitely needs some kind of heal right now. He could still be in trouble. Super low on health, literally touching death away. Gonna be a boot back to him as he goes for a wild fist of fury. That touching death is gonna end you. Oh my goodness. Miss Smash just ended up just rotating quite a lot of damage into the Druid. And the Druid thought, you know what, maybe I just not commit a lot of cooldowns. Maybe I should just wait, let this burst happen, find the way to use the least amount of cooldowns in order to not fall behind. And in the end, he fell behind on health and was not given an opportunity to get away and catch a reset. And because you're so low health, even through wall, you're just gonna get touch of death. Like, that thing is an insta-kill. I don't think there's any class that can survive a touch of death. Gonna be a blind but Jesus trying to go for a stun, letting Remorseless Winter maybe stack up. Me Smash is gonna take a lot of damage out of this burst. Jesus trying to see if he can just obliterate him, slash him right into 2. Karma by the monk as he goes for one Dragon Punch. He just goes down immediately. Is it Gangster up next? I don't think it's even Gangster up next. He just gripped him in. Druid is like, yo, wait, you fighting me, man? You fighting me? Druidsu is gonna be up next as a Boomy. Got himself full Thorns Incarnation. Gonna be a big Kyrian burst out of Druid. Trying to go for big star surges. Is it Kyrian? I'm not saying the Kyrian burst, but maybe it doesn't look like it's a Kyrian burst. Maybe I can't see the effect when the Bark Skin is up. But I think he is Kyrian, right? Am I wrong with that or am I wrong? Big damage out of Jesus as he gets knocked out of the anti-magic zone. And Jesus is going to have to go for a lot of runic power to recover all that health with Death Strikes back-to-back. Deathback was used, so he's going to necrotic a portion of his health in order to try to survive the damage out of Druid. He's going to be given a lot of health, but he won't be able to really heal for a while. And he's still spending runic power on Death Strikes. Maybe should have just been Maybe should have just waited, been patient, especially with Death. I know that what is it? Deathback is gonna necrotic your health, and you're like, man, I really want to recover. I want to get my health ASAP. Like, I want to get back to normal, get back to safe and stable. But while the necrotics are on ya, it's just like I guess it's little value. Frost DKs really don't have that much healing. So, it's just sad to see. But maybe he'll still be able to make it out of there. Dude, so is going to be stunned. I thought maybe power shifting would be able to get him out of that, out of the stacks of Remorseless Winter, but apparently not. Sounds of Jujutsu with a second stun to follow as he goes for a quick Kyrian sippy cup. He's going to try to knock back Jesus, but he's unable to go anywhere. Does have the Druid mobility. It's going to be a mass root on Jesus just to try to see if he can get away. And the Druid is definitely going to need some recovery here. Try to go for regrowth in order to catch up on health. Is Jujutsu, is he Restoration Affinity or is he Guardian Affinity? I want to say most likely Guardian. I don't remember if he roared or if he done used Frenzied Regen in the past. I highly doubt he's a Cat Affinity, right? Jesus has full bar of runic power, so he can always get himself a lot of healing as he's getting blasted up by Star Surges. The harder you get hit, the more Dust Strikes will heal you for. I think the Dust Strikes heal you for more if you've taken a lot of damage in the last 5 seconds, so the damage is amped up, or healing is amped up. Gonna be a grippy hand for Jesus. It's gonna be able to get CC on the Jujutsu. That's a lot of potential damage on the Death Knight. Has a lot of cooldowns rolling. Gonna be, I think, Morses went down for the count, so no stun onto Jujutsu for a bit. But the Obliterates are really chopping right through the Druid. Barskin, in order to try to see if he can cover his skin in Bar to protect him against those big chop and Obliterates. The Frost Strikes is slicing right through. Jujutsu with a silence has a super low health in bear form. Units of healing. Does he have friends in region? Looks like Renewal was used in order to give himself a little bit extra health to work with. Does he get a Friends in Region? He looks like he does play Friends in Region, so he is Guardian Affinity, trying to stay in bear form, quick roll into Jesus, but the Thorns and the Dots are going to break him out of it. Jujutsu just get away for some line of sight. Flesh Scout for the Death Knight, but the Druid at least is able to catch up a little bit of health. Incarnation coming up very soon. Most likely Kyrian Burst as well. Gonna be a Druid, try to go for a bit of a reset, but the Jesus is not gonna let him do any of that. Fury of Elune, Incarnation, Silence. So I guess Silence could actually be kind of useful against the Death Knight. Certain abilities of DKs are technically spells, so if you put them in under full silence, like Interrupts for example, they can't do that while silenced. I think they can't grip either, and they might not be able to use Strangulate, the silence version, like the PvP talent of Strangulate. Full Incarnation Burst, Fury of Elune. Jesus is going to have to use every defensive to survive. There's going to be a knockdown, knockback by Druids, but he is not going to be going anywhere. Going to be huge Death Strikes just to survive a lot of this burst with AMS on top of it. Does Jesus have any burst to follow? He's going to try to get Immortals Winter onto Druids, so he's going to be able to get it. Got himself full big Obliterate, chopping right through the Druid. Going to be a Cyclone, quick clone by Druids, no tricking by the Death Knight, and Druids is going to give himself a full reset. He went in with full burst. That is still Incarnation rolling for a second or two. As we're heading to that 5-minute 30-second dampening, boys. 4% dampening, slowly but surely crawling up on these champions, on these dueling gladiators. So eventually the healing for the both of them is going to be reduced. So for Jujutsu, who's continuously taking sustained damage out of Jesus, that's going to be pretty bad. Jesus also doesn't have that much healing either, so whatever healing he can get right now, whatever damage he can do right now, however many boys he can take down back to back before he really has to start healing, before it starts really hurting him, the more he can do right now, the better. Jujutsu, going for the Battle Master Dragon, barring a lot of health, has a Barskin if he needs to root on Jesus, trying to go for Star Surges while he got Fury of Elune rolling. But Jesus is going to go for a lot of recovery, getting a lot of runic power, and is recovering a lot of the health. AMS keeping him immune from any magic damage. Jujutsu choosing to go for a trinket as the grippy hand comes out. Jesus trying to see if he can chase after him, but he's not going to be able to reconnect for a bit. The grippy hand is going to be up for just a second longer. Obliterate is still rolling for a little bit. Might be able to get a couple more blitz versus Jujutsu. Is getting big chopping damage. Just even up finishing power right now. Jujutsu hitting him with a blind. This is going to be a full flash cut for Jesus. He's just trying to keep himself as best up as possible. Jujutsu at low health right now does get himself a frenzy regen, should be able to recover a little bit of health. 11% dampening, not the scariest, but from here on out, boys, we get into the 7-minute, 8-minute, 9-minute is gonna get more hectic and more pressure on these two. Jujutsu just trying to do whatever he can. He just got instant cast. He's just waiting for cooldowns, trying to go for a war stomp. Jesus is going to back up out of it for a second, trying to get the Immortals Winter rolling. Full summon of Jujutsu. Does he have enough damage to just blast him with the rest of the health of the Druid? Trying to go for Cyclone quick. Silence onto Jujutsu. Does he have any ways to heal whatsoever? Friends in region with Barskin should keep him maybe living. Root onto Jesus is going to be able to get away from the Death Knight. Maybe catch up a little bit of healing. He needs some kind of cooldowns. He needs some kind of a go. He can maybe play this long game against the Death Knight, rooting him, knocking him back, trying to land aside of him, trying to reset from him, but eventually he's going to have to find a way just to have a stopping potential versus this Death Knight. He's going to have to consolidate all his cooldowns. or find a way to just do some sustained damage to Jesus while keeping a max range from him. Thorns is up. Jesus try to be very, very careful with those thorns. He has every defensive available, so you could go in there. But I think he's just waiting out for druids to really go in with the most amount of damage, trying to see if he can root him out to avoid any of the druids' bursts. AMS is up, so it's going to be no damage, no magic damage, no CC from Jutsu for a second. And this is a perfect opportunity for the Death Knight to really ramp something up. Got a full roots on the Jutsu as he just used Friends of Regen. No more big defenses for Jutsu, no more healing. Battlemaster Trinket has been used just in case it's going to be big burst. There goes Incarnation. Jesus is just going to try to stay in, dropping down Dome. Wants to make some damage happen versus Jutsu. Blind with a Remorseless Winter, stacking up that stun. Jutsu with a Bark Skin is going to go for a roll versus Jesus, trying to disrupt any kind of burst out of Death Knight. Death Knight is full cooldowns rolling. Silence on Jutsu as he does get himself Friends of Regen, I believe. Emergency healing, so it was automatic. Jutsu with the renewal to follow. Barkskin still on him. Into Thorns. Try to see if he can slow down Jesus with the root afterwards. He's going to try to get himself a healing, but that's going to be full flesh cap. Does not get that interrupt. Try to go for a silence around the corner. He couldn't quite do it. Incarnation's up for Jutsu. Trying to max out the damage. Big Curing Burst. Is this the time to do it? Jesus has nothing left defensively. He has IBF at most. Death Pact at least. AMS very, very soon. Jutsu trying to stay in and try to max out the damage. Does he have any pressure to follow though? He has not a lot of resources trying to go for a roar. And I think the Death Knight with the Chain of Ice just pinning the Druid to the ground, not letting him go anywhere. The Druid definitely has a lot of recovery, a lot of survivability, a lot of sustain for himself for his own health bar. But he just doesn't have enough sustained damage to take Jesus down. He has cooldowns with Jesus have an AMS, IBF, AMZ4. He has big chunky damage with Death Strikes is pretty good for. The harder you hit, the harder you heal. So for Jutsu, I think he's going to have to find a way just to max range Jesus. Dot him up, maybe root him from afar, and start willing him away. Maybe even, you know, going for like the most range, just dot him up. And maybe when you Starfall, and just keep max range 45 yards away from Jesus where he can't grip you, where he can't reach you, where he can't root you, right? Max out range before he gets any slows in him. And just put some dots on the guy and just whittle him away. Force him to use defensives early, and then blast him once he's dry. But with the pillars, with this arena, it's just not a lot of room. It's not a massive arena. There's a lot of line of sight. So getting 45 yards away from somebody and being able to reach him right outside of the 40-yard range is going to be tough. But it looks like he's going to be doing for Starfall. He's going to be doing for some kind of dot damage, anything to whittle down Jesus over time. He also has the pet to get some resources off of it, but he's trying to stay in cat form as best as he can. And he's going to get an Eclipse too. There goes an Eclipse. Get himself a bit of resources. Again, just try to stay away from Jesus. Try to build up a little bit of resources. Build up a little bit of Fury of a Loon. And might just have to go for like a full AoE dot and rod playstyle. Kind of take a page out of the Pharaoh's books. Going to be a Chain of Ice. Druids to try to see if he can get away. It's going to be power shifting. Jesus is going to go for a Flash Cuff. No way for him to interrupt unless Druids wants to put himself out in the open. And needs to get himself a bit more resources in order to make something happen. 20 seconds on an Incarn. Maybe he'll be able to make something big off of that Incarn. Blind onto Jutsu. Another stun set up by Jesus. Does he have the grippy hand? He does. Stun on Jutsu. Does he maybe get a second stun? Huge shield for Jutsu with a silence to follow. All he can maybe do is go for a roar and maybe go for another Friends of Regen. Try to go for a war stun, but that's going to be another stun. I think it may be over Cyclone with the grippy hand. Oh, does he have enough survivability? Oh, he does heal. He does live. Oh. My goodness. Both of these two just have so much burst from one another, but also they have big cooldowns to counter that burst. And Druids just live by the Barskin, trying to knock back the Death Knight, getting that yoink back in, rooted down in place though. And Druids are looking for the reset. Well, the Death Knight does have a lot of defense, has a full bar running power, so that's going to be a lot of death strikes to deal with any burst that Jutsu has for him, but maybe with 40% dampening, it's just going to be high enough dampening where Jutsu could just crack through the tough defenses of a Death Knight. Got himself full AMZ, expected for Jutsu just to go for big damn. Stun is going to be a trinket. Jutsu does not want to lose this one. Needs to react. Needs to pop a trinket. He's so close. He just got a big defensive out of Jesus. There goes the blind. Jesus is actually going to be able to see a bit of it. Maybe get a Remorseless Winter off of it. Looking like he's just going to go heal from Jutsu. Big Curing Burst. Silence. Oh my goodness. Just had himself in such a good position. Just got the cooldowns out of the Death Knight. And then the silence just didn't let you play the game at all. That is tragic. With Mock Damn MVP gonna be up next, just charging at Jesus. Not gonna give him an opportunity to get himself any kind of reset. Death backed out for the Death Knight as the warrior charging now with a banner, unable to be slowed below 100%. So he's got that big mastery, lots of rage generating. And there goes the executes. There's no way for the Death Knight to stop it. This warrior is unstoppable with a big banner. Priest is going to be up next. Got himself a flash scav just to make sure he got himself a defensive one rolling up versus the warrior. 10 hours later, he butchered the owl. Dude, the 10 hours later was tough. Honestly, Priest actually having Magdam throw and shattering throw at him, trying to see if he can break through that shield. It's going to be Magdam actually backing up out as Priest goes in for the PI with full burst. Was that a no Megalomania? At least not yet. Might have Megalomania a little bit later. Is Magdam just looking for a bit of recovery? I think he's just trying to get himself in a situation where he might be able to go for a bit of healing charge and a small heal versus Priest. With a parry, gonna be a fear, but Zerker Rage getting him out of there. Priest taking a lot of damage, so could be in big trouble. Executes are flying, and he's gonna be dispersed in the last second. Does he live to disperse? As Magdam avoided all of those void eruptions. He's gonna be able to have a reflect. Greater Fade. You're just waiting for that execute. Blade Storm to follow. Does he have the execute needs? Breeze, no health whatsoever. Stun into Magdam, trick inside of it. Is going to be able to blast him out, but he got no health. Kiosko charging out. Magdam does go for a bit of healing. There's going to be a flash scouted hunter for him to crack through, and there's no way he's going to be able to do so. At 50% dampening, you are kidding yourself if you think you're going to be able to get any kind of healing. Big death chakra into Kiosko as he's trying to create some line of sight. That chakra is going to burn right through him in the bed. Big grenades out of G-Funk with the shackles of malediction. Kiosko is going to have to find a feign death. It's going to be a stun. G-Funk trick inside of it as Kiosko charges in. Kiosko is going to have to go for a turtle show right now if he wants to live. It does go for a turtle. G-Funk is going to have to wait out the turtle. He needs to make sure he doesn't get trapped up into the turtle because he could end it. Camo for G-Funk is going to go for a bit of healing. Kioska is going to exchange grenades, and G-Funk tosses one right back in his face. Another harpoon. Kioska with no health at all, and G-Funk is just going to raptor strike him down. With Darley, last one left, dropping down blizzards around the corner with the frozen orb. G-Funk having to go for a turtle shell. He can't really go anywhere. We got blizzard on one side, frozen orb on the other. He actually can't do anything at the moment. And Darley, just trying to see if he can keep G-Funk slowed. There's going to be traps getting thrown in. Darley blinking around the corner, playing Shimmer this time. So you can maybe get some of the frostbolts on the G-Funk, interrupt him on our flash guard. Flurry is out. Darley wants to go for the big burst. That's going to be all the time. And I think G-Funk is just dead. I think literally if you just end up lancing him, he's just down for the count. I'll be very, very surprised if he isn't. Frostbolt, I see he's frozen. There it is. Yeah, this is over. There's no way. As Ice Form was still up on Darley. I don't know if G-Funk tried to see if he might be able to trank shot Ice Form off Darley. But he might have been able to. As that is above that still is removable. Icy Veins isn't, but Ice Form is. Because Ice Form is such a short cooldown. Binding shot onto Darley. Gangsta with the Death Chakram. He wants to go for the big rapid fire, but Darley is just going to ice block it. He has 2 blocks, so he might as well use it. We are at really high dampening, so he's just going to lose out on health otherwise. And he's going to go for the triple shield, get himself as many defenses as possible. Trying to Frostbolt versus Gangsta. It's just rapid firing at him. Going to be a Blizzard on one side with the Ice Orb on the other. And Darley just trying to see if he can snap out a couple Frostbolts already to Gangsta. He's going to try to land an interrupt, missing it. Going to be a full Frostbolts versus aim shots. Aim shots are going to hurt. And Frostbolts are actually going to do a bit of damage as well. Darley just shimmering around all over the place. He has Alta Time. He has a lot of cooldowns actually. Going to be a Freezing Trap. As he's going to trick out of it. Trying to keep Gangsta in combat as best as possible. Aim shots are still flying through. Darley doesn't have a lot of defenses himself, but did have Alta Time. Blizzard around the corner. Gangsta got a full death shock him. Darley's just going to not deal with it at all. Just jumping into Ice Block. You're not going to get any kind of healing. Darley's just trying to recover as much health as he can. Flash cut out for Gangsta. Barely any health available either. So maybe using Ice Block is a little bit ballsy to use it that early. But it's not a bad idea. Binding shot on Darley. He's trying to get Nova into Gangsta. Unable to get one. Is going to be picking up eyes. He's going to have to get the most damage onto this Hunter. And he's going to have a very, very clever use of Alta Time. As long as Alta Time doesn't get stripped off of Darley, he should be able to, if he uses it effectively, recover a lot of health back from the Hunter's burst. Frozen over one side. Blizzard on the other end, just trying to see if he can cut around the pillar. Will not be going to be able to get Gangsta out. So the Hunter still has himself the opener. He's going to be able to go for the big death chakram together with the aim shot. They're going to be Darley just max ranging out of it completely. So he's trying to avoid and ignore a lot of the Gangsta's bursts. Blizzard on the other end, trying to see if he can slow him down. The Gangsta wants to push in, wants to make some damage happen. Darley is going to hit with rapid fire. Can't stop with the rapid fire for the moment. Alta Time is up, but maybe a little late. I think it might just be in for the Hunter. I mean, for the mage. There's no way. It's got a shot, aim shot. I think it's over. Yeah, it's a tough one. That is a tough one. Not much you can really do there. Man, yo, that's a lot of healing by the DK. Yo, that Death Knight versus Boomy, by the way, that duel lasted so long. Both of them survived forever and ever and ever. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. All right, boys, let's get another one up and running. I think Scotty, we got Casper with a group. Let's get some boys in here for 5V5 1v1s. And let's get a bug with the DC. What bug are you talking about, Vex? On PTR or on live? Because I heard at the very start of the stream, some of you guys said there's a bug at PTR or it's unplayable. Why don't you perform the 5v5 duels this time anymore? Alien, I can't be in the duels while also getting like those close-up screenshots or close-up camera reviews. I mean, I asked a lot of you guys, like, what would you rather see? Me play or like me get up close and personal at duels? And a lot more of you enjoyed the close-up action of the camera, watching the duels and spectating it. Like, don't get me wrong, in 9.2, I'm down to participate in some of them. But if I could find a way where I can play in the duels while also spectating them, then I'd be down. That'd be awesome. But until I can do that, a lot more of you guys enjoy the spectating side of things. Hey, mate, I have a group. Nemi got a group. Yo, boys, let's go. Yo, let's get Scotty versus Nemi, I guess. Maybe Casper's part of Nemi's group. We got a group, Ali, now. What's up? What's up, dude? Yo, with Nemi, yo, do you guys have Nemi? Well, either Nemi or Worgen, Warlock. I'm really bad with names. Do you guys, yo, dude, what's up? Do you guys have a Worgen Warlock as part of your group? Because that would be Nemi on their alt. You guys have him. DK vs. Brooklyn lasted forever, then my dad stayed in my life. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, Facile? Yes, Facile. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you guys have Facile? I have 8 alts. I have a lot of alts too. I'm just trying to make sure dude, what's up as part of your group. So Jesus played, but he's ready. So we'll get Jesus versus Scotty or versus Nemi at some point. I gotta get no format versus Scotty again. Nemi's gonna have to go versus format as well. We've got Nemi Los D. Where to something? Yeah, Scad 1G. Let's get Nemi versus Scotty, and then we'll get no format and Jesus playing again. We'll try to give you guys as much variety so you queue in against different teams and different people. Nope, Nemi's on a hunter. I am. Okay, so if you're part of the Nemi's group though, then I guess you're in, yeah? I guess you'll be in the next one. Is the camera throw for silver mode spectacular like that? It doesn't... I don't think I will be able to get the same angles. My character's face will be like covering like good... How much is that? Like a third of screen? Yeah, I don't know how that will work. Like you're vlogging the fight. That made me think of the meme. It's like, hey guys... and the guy looks behind him, like the bald dude. That meme, that reminded me of that. Yeah, maybe I could make my duels like that. It would be meme format duels. Join the queue for arenas. I don't know if it worked. Let me try Nemi Lo SRDE. Okay, we'll try again. We go again. The grand boys. Let's get in here. Yeah, I'm down to get some duels myself. A lot of you guys though enjoy the spectator match stuff, and I'm a bit of a people pleaser. I want to give you guys the duels you want to see. You know what I mean? Bala, you have an alliance? What? Balas has been an alliance this whole time? I know Balas is an undead. What is going on? Unless this is undead. Unless you guys are all undead or horde. Wait, did everybody go horde? Or this has to be an alliance group, right? Switch. All done. Oh, Balas is a gnome? What the? Dude, I know Balas as an undead. So seeing Balas in person, on live, as a gnome, I mean, it's humbling. It's humbling. I feel like he has the same mog. Like, well, this mog makes you think of the same Balas on PTR. It's the same group that I know and love. We got Balas over on Team 1 together with Dura. We got ourselves Cortana. Kind of like Cortana. We got Lois, I don't even know, and Nemi. With Duran gonna be first up versus Death as a hunter skulking around in camo. Flesh crafted. He got a little muskrat with him. Duran is gonna get opened up on with a death shock. I'm gonna be furl burst out of the Beast Master Hunter as he's sending the pet in again, just playing the one pet build, not playing the double. Flare onto Duran as he's taking a bit of damage, just gonna go for a bit of healing. Greater Fate is used, he could be interrupted, is in a bad spot, doesn't line his side of the death as he's charging in there. Gonna be Duran with the fear, could get shrinking it on. Duran could be in trouble. It looks like the Shadow Base is gonna be going down. I guess he didn't expect for the hunter to push in that hard. Bala set up a port behind the pillar. Is going to be sending in the pet at Death, trying to set up a demonic gateway. And we'll see how the hunter, the pet base class, plays another pet base class. As Ballas is playing the Demonology, this is a really strong class for duels. It's going to be Death bags back to back. Death bolts flying to death. Actually doing quite a bit of damage. Actually going to get him kind of low in health with Demon Dog is charging in him. Interrupted on the Death. Not the Chakra, but interrupted on the hand Gul'dan. Death does not have an interrupt for the Flash Cup though. So he's kind of exposed. And it's going to be wall for Ballas as he gets a Tyrant up and running. Death even his stuns for Death. Needs to make sure he has a stun. And the Tyrant blasting out of the Hunter. The Tyrant gets at least one caster on the corner. And Death trying to line aside all these pets as best as he can with the Felguard, with the Demon Dog is charging after him. The Tyrant might get one more cast. Oh no, he despawns the last second. Death is still under quite a bit of pressure. Has a turtle in case he wants to get out of there. Still landing those interrupts on the Ballas, trying to make sure to limit the amount of demons that he's getting to summon. Stun around the corner. Does Ballas have enough damage? Trying to go for the big burst. Demon Dog is charging in, but it's going to be a turtle shell for Death. It's going to go for a feign death. Does he get the pet in combat? Oh, Death. Wait, his pet did get in combat. Looks like he was able to get the pet's Blade Storm and going to be flush cut, immuning that Mortal Coil as Ballas trying to land the CC. Death is going to be able to get himself a little bit of healing to work with. As Ballas is going to try to land up a Decimated Bolt. It is going to connect huge damage. Wait, does it take him out? Death could be in trouble right now. Does he get another Decimated Bolt? Demon Bolt is all he needs. One more. Does he do it? No! Ballas does go down before Death does it. Evalia, my man. Yo, Evalia with a 3-month membership. Can we get a hashtag Evalia in chat, boys? Showing appreciation for the wonderful continued support of 3 months strong. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate your Evalia. Yo, my man, how you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you enjoyed the Duels SP. Is going to be up next, trying to get some stones onto Nemi, as Nemi was able to take down Death very, very quickly. Nemi have to go for a feign death and everything. Going to be a bunch of void bolts flying. And as you see, the barrage of bolts is going to be popping a turtle shell, trying to find some cover as Aspe is just turning that attention, blasting out the pet, executing one of the raptors. Going to be a revive pet for Nemi. Aspe has a silence for it with Shadow Crash to follow Nemi with a feign death, trying to go for maybe a reset, full dots around. SP is going to have his void form fall off, needs to find a way to interrupt. Revive pet, it is going to happen either way. Nemi's super low in health. One Shadow or Death could end them. Trying to get Nemi low enough. Nemi not enough. Nemi needs to go for feign death or something, otherwise they're dead. Does go for feign death. The pets are in combat and Nemi needs a heal. Immediately needs a heal. Greater fate for SP. Just gets a dust and Nemi. It's over. I think it's over. Potentially. Yep. Does go down. Nemi had such a good go, but SP just came in aggressive in there, just blasting him out. Making a bunch of damage happen, making the work happen. Cortana walking up to SP with a bit of a bow, letting the Shadow Prince get a bit of a reset. Maybe he's waiting now for the Flade Shot to fall off, but he did go in and I did see a bow. So Cortana tried to see if they can find an angle around his speed, try to stay mounted so that the Demon Hunter doesn't get him slowed, doesn't get him dismounted, doesn't get it bursted on. Demon Hunters don't have a lot of slows, do they? Unless they go for that one throw glaive challenge, which I don't think most of them do. That's one thing that I never liked about Demon Hunters. Like, man, I wish I had more of a slow. Every class has a slow. But Demon Hunters, I guess, have passive mobility with mastery, so I guess that's a way to balance it out. Cortana is going to have the Infernal dropping in, slanted with a throw glaive, picking up the soul to increase their damage output by 20% more. Sounds under Cortana is going to be standing inside of this void eruptions. Looks like they're going to be able to break out of those, but still super low in health. SP just put so much pressure into Cortana, just living, barely trying to go for an I-beam. Needs another demon to spawn in to potentially get himself a bit of healing. Cortana at no health whatsoever, trying to keep the pressure rolling versus SP while they got a little bit of that leech from Metamorphosis. And SP is going to be able to whittle him down, put the pressure, really devour the health pool of that Demon Hunter and take him out. Wait, whole team won't be Lois trying to blast out SP as they're playing a Beastmaster Hunter's event here. Probably the deadliest combination. Quick Fear onto all the pets from SP is going to get a stun to Lewis. It's going to be a trinket out of the Hunter though as the Shadow Crash comes around the corner. Going to be that big death. The Necrolord. What is it? Unholy Blight? Unholy Transfusion. I think it's Unholy Transfusion, putting down the Blight down into Lois, summoning in the Mages of the Dead. That's going to be SP catching up a little bit of healing while inside of Disperse. Lois sees himself huge burst versus SP. Needs to go for the big procs of kill shots if they want to have a chance here. Mind control onto the Hunter, getting interrupted. SP could be under a lot of trouble. Now the defenses try to get a heal. No interrupts for the Hunter just yet, but it's just looking to max out the damage. Covert shots, kill shots do come through and does end up taking him out. Lois is the last one left, standing over for the team one. Needs to find a way to fight through Tagsy, as well as Unlucky, as well as Sajiro. Look at them all on the gladiator mounts. That's going to be a hell of a match. Lois needs to find a way to beat a Affliction Warlock. Not playing with a pet, but it's going to be dots that you have to deal with. So using Feign Death to remove those dots at the right time is going to be very, very important. Taxi does have a lot of CC though. Going to be Fear onto Lois as he's trying to load him up full of dots. Soul Rot and everything. Lois is definitely going to have to go for Feign Death. Just lift. I was thinking they were going to go for Feign Death, but instead they just bailed. Okay. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they feel like they didn't have cooldowns. Maybe they Feign Death way too early. I'm not sure. I was expecting to Feign Death. Huh. Damn. All right. Well, let's get another going, boys, yeah? I think we've got to get the team rolling again. Nemi's team and Scotty, both of them got to get a chance to play. I think let's go Nemi again, because Nemi's team, if they still have a team, we'll get Nemi. Otherwise, we'll get Scotty. Because Scotty, his team, Taxi barely gets to play, man. You know what I mean? Barely gets to play. I don't thank you for doing the content such a long time. Much appreciate the content. Other people for sure. What's up, Jack? How you doing, my man? What's up, Demon Frost? Tomorrow live in A then? You think we should do a live in A? Demon Frost, wouldn't you want to do PTR? Would you guys want to do PTR if you wanted to? Let's play again. Taxi still did get to play. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Scotty leader. Yeah. We can go no format, I guess. Yeah. Scotty and no format, and we can do Jesus versus Nemi. We're so ready, man. I guess we'll do Scotty versus no format, then Jesus versus Nemi, and then we'll do maybe Scotty versus Jesus. I think we'll do it like that. Yeah, that was a short one. Scad 1G and then no 4. Actually, no format and Nemi. Did they play each other? We do it like this, right? No format gotta play 2 though. No format and Scotty. Then Nemi and Jesus. I'm gonna get you guys next. Did I mess up the names? Scad 1G and no 4 Matt. Now we're good. Okay, cool. Don't know why it didn't work the first time, but now it did. And runes reloader on, boys. One reloading. All good. 30% Versa. At what versatility? Yeah, at 30% versatility it gets diminished. I think I can still stack versatility up to like 40% without losing too much value. But after like 45, I think it gets heavily DR'd. I don't think they're increasing those numbers either in the next patch. But I think after 40, like with the next few gear, just run as much Versa as you can. Actually, especially if you're going to be using tier sets, you'll want to jam everything into Versa. But if you're not going to use a tier set, jam everything into other secondary set because you're going to have way too much versatility. I think it's going to be the best way to recommend how to gear in the next update. We'll have to wait and see. Right, I'll need to test it out myself. But I think that's how more or less it's going to go. Yeah, and Lave 9's been good for ever since we had NA, I guess. I was going to do a PTR Demon Frost as long as it's not bugged, just so NA and EU both can play. But if you guys really want to do NA, if I have enough people telling me, hey, can we get an NA live duel? It's been a while. I'm down. I'm not against it at all. You know. Alright, let's get it on the go and switch. I think I'll let Taxi go first. Yo, you guys better. Taxi's been trying to play for so long. Hasn't been able to. Finally will get a chance. Gonna be Jutsu. First up, dot class versus kind of like dot class. I mean, Taxi is a dot class. Jutsu has Moonfire, Sunfire, Starfall, Shooting Stars. Kind of like dots. Actually, Druids can be a pretty decent dot sustain class to play Necrolord in PvP. We had Ori play Necrolord in past, and that's kind of how he showed up to the duels first time. Playing Necrolord, I thought it was not possible, but he did really well with it. It is a lot more sustained pressure than you imagine. Like the constant pressure, because Necrolord Swarm amps up your dots by 35% instead of like 25% or 20%, depending on your spec. But for Boomy, it's made on purpose to be a little bit more effective. Druids are taking a bit of damn. Taxi ramping up their dots, making them more contagious. Gonna be a Cyclone Trick inside of it with an interrupt onto Jutsu. Into a quick fear. It's gonna get it fully dotted up. Shot of Fear on top of it. Soul Rot, everything. Should go for a Death Bolt. Try to go for a huge Death Bolt damage versus Jutsu. Did not get the big crit proc on it. But he's trying to go for Malefic Rapture afterwards while he's fully dotted. Trying to be attempted at yet another Fear onto Jutsu. Trying to keep him CC'd. Gonna be drained life, but Jutsu somehow was able to break that drain life. I thought for Taxi was going to be the biggest burst at the very end, but apparently not. I'm surprised. Taxi though, keeping the pressure onto Jutsu. There goes the big incarnation with the Kyrian Fear onto Jutsu. It is going to be short though. So Jutsu, I think, should have at some point immunity from those fears. Taxi with the drain life, recovering a lot of health from that one though. a ton of health. Death Dark Pact is going to give him that shield, a protective aura to keep him rolling. Interrupts Jutsu on the regrowth as he's trying to get himself some healing. So Taxi is trying to be as tanky as he can, rotate defensive, give himself a lot of healing with those drains. With Jutsu not having a lot of interrupts, Taxi can actually play his class quite well. You don't have to worry about landing kicks and interrupts and all that, unlike against a mage or another warlock or any other class with interrupts, like a melee or shaman for that matter. Taxi though, Mortal into Jutsu, big soul rod to follow with the double rod. Oh my goodness! Taxi back in with a big death bowl, blasting him out of there. That death bolt actually can do a lot of damage. Why isn't they're nerfing death bolt from pretty hard in 9.2? Is it that strong in arenas? Because Taxi, I mean, he's trying to make it work in duels, but I wonder if in arenas with all the buffs, it's like it's a 100% guaranteed one shot. Just gotta make sure no one has a trinket. Fear into G-Funk as he's trying to go for Shackles on Malediction. Taxi with the death pack coming up very, very soon. He's gonna need to do something for healing. Quick Fear onto G-Funk, just trying to keep him dotted. Now that's gonna be a quick drain life onto the pet instead of the G-Funk. As Taxi is trying to keep himself alive. Look at him, he's still just holding on to Dark Pack. Taxi actually has good healing. That drain can give him a ton of heal, especially with how the damage of drain can stack up from agonies. And with a pet, hey, that's a perfect way for G-Funk to deal with it. And Taxi draining the pet instead of G-Funk, he could go damage to G-Funk. He just knows there's a feint death right around the corner, and feint death would just break that drain. But if he drains on pet, he's just fine. Big burst on a Taxi with a death bolt to G-Funk. Huge damage. That's going to be Dark Glare joining in, draining the pet yet again. Taxi getting frozen up. The Dark Glare and the dots is still burning at G-Funk. Needs to make sure the pet is attacking G-Funk rather than the pet some way, somehow. G-Funk is dotted up completely. Fear around the corner. It's going to be another UA. Taxi just needs a little bit more damage to G-Funk. Just a little bit more. Rampaging all his dots and making him rampage and contagious, and G-Funk is going to be dotted up and going down. Taxi just held on to the Death Dark Pack the whole time. Can you believe it? He just had the whole defensives. He just, I don't think he's ever used the one. I think he just healed right through the damage. The Gangsta as a marksman hunter, big double tap ready to go, try to go for big interrupt on the Taxi. There's going to be a big board for Taxi behind the pillar. So, explosive shot for the Gangsta. Not playing defensive hunter this time. It's playing the offensive hunter. Actually, no. Maybe not. Maybe just playing explosive shot. I think that's what it was. It looked like maybe it was Death Shotgun that you have a free explosive shot. But now I'm starting to think maybe that's not the case. Because it is a marksmanship hunter. Drain life for Taxi as a Gangster chills behind the pillar. Gonna be Taxi resetting the summon circle, making sure it's always there. The Gangster does go for a feint death, but while UA is on him, it does hurt him. It does silence him. Quick scatter onto Taxi and just walking up to get some dots versus Gangsta. Trying to land a fear, gonna be that interrupt. Does drop down a trap next to Taxi, does not get trapped up yet. The Gangsta is gonna get feared out, has a trick in case things go bad. Stunned, that's gonna be full drain for Taxi. You recovered a lot of health and Gangsta is hurting. Dotted up unless he goes for another feint death. I think it might just be over. This man is just melting while internal, and he just goes down. Taxi taking these boys out back to back. This Affliction Warlock. Dude, this guy's gonna be insane in 9.2. Give this man a second legendary, and he's gonna be godlike. Quick Stormbolt onto Taxi, lead by Mock Dem, and Taxi's gonna have to go for a feint report or something. Gonna be reflected back with a Mortal Coil as Mock Dem just tried to absolutely just crash damage through Taxi. Gonna be UAs up for Mock Dem. And Taxi with a wall, Soul Rod, getting full dots versus Mock Dem as he goes for parry. Interrupted on Flesh Cap. Taxi needs some kind of mobility to get out of there. He's in a really tight spot. Trying to go for Death Bolt. It's going to be Seed Pod. Mock Dem dotted up. Mock Dem could actually still die to these dots. He's actually hurting right now. Wait, no way! No way! It didn't just happen. That did not just happen. Are you kidding me, Taxi? This man is actually God. This man is just done. He's like, you know what? I did the best I could. There's just nothing else. I couldn't play that any better. Look at this man right here. My goodness. This man just did the impossible. That Seed Pod dot. This guy's huge. Oh my goodness. Death is going to be up next with the flush. Give that man a second Lego. He's just going to blast him all out to smithereens. That is brutal. You're right. You are right, sub dude. That was brutal. I always thought, like, what happens if, like, you're a warlock and you get your pets and enough dot damage and you go into Seed Pod and you just survive by the skin of your teeth. Just barely. That Seed Pod, there's no way that thing had a lot of health left. That was Mock Dem blasting mortal strikes and executes into that thing. There's no way that thing had a lot of health left. That is unbelievable. Big one Dragon Punch from me Smash Zug with a Karma to death. This is trying to see if you might be able to beat the Hunter. This is where Mismatch is the last man on that team too, man. He has to hold the fort. He has to find a way to how do you follow that up? How do you follow that kind of a duel? How can you even follow up and just do the same? I mean, I think he's gonna get a kill on Death. Death finds himself no health. Touch of Death, feign Death, no way. Oh my god, look at these plays. He feigned Death, Touch of Death. He reduced the damage of it by 99%. That Touch of Death did no damage. Jesus. This man actually just lived a touch of... He just lived death. He just cheated death. Knocked down by Tajiro. There's no way Smash Zuggy is gonna live this. This man's... Faint... Oh, boopity bop. Trying to see... Oh, try to see if he could get away. My goodness, Tagsy, how do you do it? Tagsy, how do you do it? Jesus Christ. My goodness. How does one be... Yo, can I get some coaching? That was some Chad moves right there. That was... I'm still can't get over it. I actually can't get over that. How? Oh my god. He heals a ton too. That's what's so crazy about Affliction. Yo, I'm hoping Affliction will be in a good spot. Man. That tier set though. That tier set is so... I don't know. Hopefully the tier set for Affliction Warlocks will be good. It's like buffs the damage over Malefic Rapture. Is it going to be worth? Hopefully it'll be good for Affliction Warlocks in general. That was insane, man. Brutal Dots, GG Tagsy. Yeah, that was the Brutal Dots. Gee, I can't get over that. I actually need a second, boys. I need a second. Look at those going, but I literally need a second. I can't believe what I just witnessed. That looked like it hurt. My goodness. You have no idea how badly I wanted to see something like that. I wanted to see that for so long. We gotta get Nemi in here. Nemi, let me know when you're ready. I got Jesus versus you. We can get Scat after that. Or no format, either one. We can get one of those boys and try to mix up Jesus and Nemi against somebody new. Nemi versus me. Casper? Whose group is Casper in? Is Casper part of Jesus' group? Right? I think? No, wait. Or not? Wait, Casper has a group, yeah. Wait, Casper has a group. You want more? Oh, Nemi needs one more. Let me get water real quick. And the replay button. Yeah, I did too. I almost want to go pull up that footage and just watch it again. That was amazing. Let me get some water real quick, boys. Let me get water. I'm real thirsty. Okay. Alrighty, boys. 4 out of 5 here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We'll get another one rolling. Scotty got 5. Jesus got 5. Not sure if I can join EU. I'm not even in the right region, bro. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought Casper was, I didn't realize... Wait, Casper is... Ready? Okay, cool. Casper, who's Casper again? Okay, hold on. It's Casper is a rogue on NA. Has to be, right? I'm really bad with names. Speed! I am Speed. I knew it was a rogue. How you doing, my guy? Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't check. So Jesus is ready. Nemi is ready. Let's get Jesus and Nemi, and then we'll get Scotty next. And no format. We'll get Nemi and Jesus versus either Scotty or no format. Try to give you guys a variety, yeah? So Nemi, Los, RD, and Jesus. Boys, if you guys are enjoying the streams, if you guys are enjoying your time here, give it a thumbs up. You try to join my group. I don't think I have. I don't think I did. But check one. If you, I mean, like, get your group in the duel. I got someone's group in the duel just now. Mad Duels last in the year. What's up, Benji? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Reggie? Hope you're having a good one too as well, my guy. Dennis, that was an awesome one, wasn't it? It was such a good duel. I enjoyed that. I wasn't draining the pet for G-Funk because I didn't want to break free. Yeah, you can't heal from draining into shields. Yeah. I also was thinking, Tags, you were not draining G-Funk because of feign death, but that's a good point. Yeah, shields wouldn't give you any healing too. That's a good point as well. But yeah. Boys, if you enjoying the streams, give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. If you guys are having a good time, if you guys are enjoying yourself here, if you feel like you're learning something new from watching these boys duel, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are watching the stream and you're not subscribed, hit the sub, hit the bell. What are you doing? You might as well, if you're watching this video, if you're watching the stream anyway, it helps the channel out tremendously, boys. Let me save that one, right? I'll make sure. Get the follow as well. Nightmares of the mustache joker. We got a hashtag night in chat for the dono. My guy, thank you so much, my dude. I trimmed up a beard, but never the mustache. Just for you, Night. Yo, thank you, boys. I appreciate it. Also, hope everybody's having a good one, man. Join our Discord if you haven't. The Twitch. We got ourselves Farouk over on the Team 2. We are missing one person over for Team 2. Hopefully they'll get a +1 sometime soon. Farouk is an arms warrior as a Necrolord banner rocking everything. Duran as a Shatter Priest is going to have to find some kind of CC, some kind of damage versus Farouk. Going to be the quick reflect for Farouk with a defensive stance Blade Storm. None of the Void Bolts are hitting him, and Duran might be in a spot where he might have to go for a Disperse. Going to be the stun. Did he go for Void Eruption or did he go for Megalomania Interrupter? And Shadow could be in a real bad spot. Oh my goodness, and Farouk slamming down that massive sword on top of his head. Unfortunate. I think that man got interrupted on Shadow at the worst time. Couldn't even press Disperse. That was rough. It looks like Nemi's going to be up next, sending the pets out immediately. As a BM Hunter going to be charging for Farouk. He either hangs out back with the pets and just takes damage, or he charges out an enemy and tries to make a play. And I think this man knows exactly what he needs to do. Even if he's playing a second when he can't really do much about it. Nemi getting hit with the disarm. Farouk, not a lot of health on him. He's trying to use whatever rage he can in order to give himself a little bit extra of that ignore pain, reflect back into Nemi. Trinkets out of it, gonna be a war breaker as Farouk trying to max out the damage. Nemi is super low on health, and Farouk maybe could have made a play there. But Nemi is going to be able to take him out quick. Blind by the death that is going to be almost winter. Nemi definitely used to something. Let's go for a Shadow Melt Camo in the last second. Might you go for Turtle Shell? There could be a lot of bursts out of Jesus. And it's going to be knocked down by those Obliterates back to back. I think that we're thinking that, you know what, it's going to be hurt, but I probably have enough. Oh, but Jesus just kept ramping and ramping and ramping. And then the stun carry on normally. Gonna be Fastest up next, trying to get some bleeds out. Look at those beautiful butterfly wings. Are you using shanks? Or broken? You're using broken bottles as a weapon. Just literally shanking Jesus, putting bleeds into him, literally sticking shards of glass into his sides. That's kind of brutal. Big cannon shot onto the Death Knight. Fastest not using any defenses just yet. Just continuing to get back-to-back Envenoms. Just absolutely slicing and dicing right through him. There goes an evasion as Jesus trying to ramp up a little bit of a stun. Fastest not tricking out of it until the last second. Cloak of Shadows to immune some of the frost damage, magic damage out of the Jesus as he goes in for a Lich Born, trying to give himself a little bit of health to work with. Quick blind to Fastest as he goes in for a Death Pact. Fastest Silence could get out of there, is going to vanish out of there scot-free, and Jesus has nothing to heal off of. He could sacrifice the pet as soon as Death Pact is off, and that's probably what he should do. Sitting down, probably get some food from Darley, trying to catch up on feast, which is a good thing. Fastest is going to be all the way on the other side of the pillar, just trying to wait for the dots to fall off, trying to make sure he has the easy approach towards Jesus. Wants to make sure he can then a proper opener. Cheap shot going to be tricking out of the Death Knight with a Silence to follow with a Garrote. As fast as just trying to get the bleeds in. No more Vendetta for a while, actually. Actually, looks like Vendetta was either just used or gone completely. Stun onto Fastest as the flash cut is out for the Death Knight. Fastest trying to see if he can walk out of there, but he might actually be not in a great spot. Blind onto the DK to at least separate, so he does have a way to break away. This is going to be using a flash cut in order to gain back a full shield. Just trying to see if he might be able to get next to Jesus. That flash cut is going to let him catch a full reset, even if he's dotted. The flash cut is going to let him stealth around even when dots are ticking and stay in stealth scot-free, hidden from sight. Kidney shot onto the Death Knight. No, waits for the DK to deal with this. Does have AMS for some of the poison damage from Jesus, but that's about it. Has himself big damage coming up. That is going to be Pillar of Frost, potentially blind or most of winter. And Fastest, unless he just survives this burst, I don't think he has a way to deal with this. Might want to pre-feint this if possible. Going to be a full stun by the Death Knight. Chopping right through the Rogue. Does the Rogue have an answer? Silence to follow. Grippy hand on him. Shot a step and past him and get a shot. But I think he's going to get ripped right back in. And that's going to be Jesus not sending the sun long at all. Getting out of there. Taking the Rogue down. And Kikek is going to be... Your name is so hard to say. Kikek. If I said the full thing the whole time, I feel like that'll be so difficult. Kick is going to be up next. There's going to be a wall really early on as he takes himself a big old gateway. Corruption! Oh, you putting corruption on the guy? Are you playing like a non-build or something? Gonna be what? Oh, it's gonna be dropping down. I was thinking for a second that looked like a void eruption out of the shadow place, but it's actually like a port where Warlock can actually throw the enemy into wherever the gateway is at. Quick blind control of those pets, and Jesus backing up out of there, looking for the line of sight. Get an axe toss from afar with a tyrant blasting him out. AMS, actually not even AMS, that's actually just a spell warden blocking and absorbing some of that magic damage just flying at him. You just get a barrage of spells behind the pillar, has opportunity to generate resources, maybe get himself a bit of healing. Quick blind and all those pets. That Felguard is unable to really attack him while blinded. But Pitcack is going to see the Death Knight recover a lot of health, sending out more Demon Dogs at him. The best Jesus can do is just generate resources behind the pillar. Probably should be going out in the open. Kick does have an interrupt. I don't know why Jesus decided to line us at the pets here. Forgot about Warlock completely. He was more focused on the pets rather than the lock himself. Gonna be Decimate Bolt getting set up. No interrupt. Silence in the last second, but I think Kick still did get that Decimate Bolt off. Gonna be the Dark Pack for Kick. Does he have himself a huge setup maybe? Potentially big Decimated Bolts with Demon Doggers. Could be huge. Jesus just getting back-to-back CC with stuns and silences onto Kick. Interrupt him on Demon Bolt. Does he have the big setup? I'm pretty sure he sent out a Decimated Bolt unless I'm wrong. Did this man Decimated Bolt earlier or not? There go. Yes, he did. Big Demon Bolts. Stun, another Demon Bolt. He just needs one more. Jesus does activate IBF. The IBF might be enough to keep himself alive here. Interrupt and Kick yet again. Just not letting him play the game at all. Blind onto Kick. This is going to try to set up a big grippy hand. Maybe a Remorseless Winter on top of it. AMS is immune to all the casts. Could get stunned up by the pet. It's going to be turned up for Kick as he goes in for a big gateway. Trying to set up another Decimated Bolt, but the stun with Remorseless Winter just doesn't let him do anything. And Boss is going to be back behind. Oh, I like a mock change. Mohawk and everything. Trying to set up a Decimated Bolt versus Jesus. Quick interrupt by the Death Knight, though, not letting the Warlock go anywhere. Silence with a Mortal Call onto Jesus with a quick fear. Does yoink him back over. Decimated Bolt still gonna fly, and Demon Bolts are just gonna rack right through him. One more is needed, but it looks like Jesus is just going for death strikes as soon as he gets hit. Mohanda go down, charging in. Demon Tyrant is going to be up and running. Balls did have to burn a wall just to make sure the Tyrant is going to be out and play. And that's going to be a lot of pet damage for Jesus to deal with. Has himself lots of running power. Death Pet coming up very, very soon. Is going to sacrifice the pet by the looks of it. Just trying to give himself as much survivability as possible. The Tyrant makes it around the corner. Is going to almost get a cast off into Jesus. Death backed up for the Death Knight. And Boss needs to get himself way out of there and use support out, take the gateway, bail away from the Death Knight, especially as the DK is trying to set up some burst. Fleshcraft, does he have an interrupt for it? Looks like he's going to mostly let it happen, landing that interrupt in the last few seconds of it being finished in the channel. And Boss needs to make sure he gets himself a plenty of range away from the DK. That Yoing grip is going to get him closer. Got the Demon Doggers in, stun on Jesus with a Decimated Bolt. Does he have the big go right here? Decimated Bolt just absolutely blasting him through. Silence of the Boss as the Mortal Call gets sent. And Jesus has no runing power to heal off of the damage that Boss is about to do. One more Decimated Bolt is going to be a big spell warden, absorbing a lot of that magic damage. Interrupted Boss on the Demon cast. The pets are trying to do whatever they can to take the Death Knight down as he activates more cooldowns. If he has himself Demon Bolt or anything available, Jesus should have the full setup right now. Maybe a full burst. Got himself Remorseless Winter. Looks like he's focusing on the pet. Stun around the corner with a hand to go down. Does Boss have enough? And the Death Knight just continuing to get death strikes in. Only 20% dampening. It is going to be racking up on Jesus. Has the extra pet to summon. Has the extra pet to sacrifice. AMS, so he's immune to any of the magic damage. Ball is just trying to give himself a bit of opportunity to survive here. Blind. No Remorseless Winter. Does have the big grippy hand. Boss is to get the hell away from the grippy hand as fast as possible. Is going to go for a port just so he can give himself movement speed. And Jesus with an IBF trying to recover whatever health he can. Getting a little bit of healing. Mortal Call sent at him. Decimated Bolt not going to connect. There's going to be an interrupt. Jesus getting stunned up. Another Decimated Bolt attempt. Does he have the big Demon Bolts to follow? Trying to do what he can. Southbound trick inside of it just to blast the Death Knight out of the game. And Boss is still under pressure as Darley not going to give him opportunity to recover. He's just going to send him from frying pan into the rest of the kitchen. And Boss is still under pressure. Just trying not to get frozen up. The pets are going to get CC, but Darley, pets are actually doing quite a bit of damage to Darley. Look at his health. Got himself a tipping cup for Kyrian. Ballas does get recovered with a flesh cap. There's going to be some spells exchanged with one another. Darley trying to see if he might be able to get a frozen orb back. As the pets are getting hit with that blizzard, gotta be that ice block. Looking for that health recovery. Dampening is at 27%. He needs whatever health he can in order to be able to beat Ballas. He needs to go for the full setup. He needs to generate resources, generate procs, go for the Kyrian setup, make sure he doesn't get interrupted with a Felguard that can stun you and interrupt you, with a Warlock who can stun you, Mortal Call you, Fury you. So it's a lot of things you got to do in order to try to see if you can beat Ballas. Ballas did do a bit of recovery. Darley with an alter time. He's actually pretty safe right now. Trying to drop down a Blizzard. Ballas is going to walk up. There's an opportunity for him to land some in here. Quick fear onto Darley. He has alter time to recover in health. And Ballas trying to set up a Destiny Bolt. No interrupt by Darley just yet. That shield, the triple shield, triple berry is just going to get burned through from the Destiny Bolt. Full burst out of Ballas. Getting some damage on Darley. Darley does activate ice form, so he's immune to stuns. Trying to get a frozen orb. Blizzard around the corner. Trying to get some procs. Blinking twice away from Ballas with a shimmer. With a Shadow Melt to try to get himself a reset. Looks like he's going to be focusing down the Felguard pet first to make sure that pet isn't there to stun him or interrupt him. If he can rip the pet away from Ballas, then he might be able to stand a 1-on-1 with the Warlock. Because the Warlock with all his pets, I mean, he has an advantage. The Demon Doggos, the second Felguard, Wrathguard joining in there. Darley just getting absolutely decimated in that ice bag, going for as much recovery as he can, trying to see if he might be able to prolong the duel. Interrupted on Frost, which is good. Now he might be able to make a play. Interrupted Ballas is all interrupted on Frost, not on Arcane. Ballas is going to get CC'd for a second. He's still holding on to the flesh cut though. As a flesh cut is in just a few moments, just a few more hits, is finally going to take a little bit of a beating. Darley just trying to play it as best as he can. Another Blizzard on the pet, trying to keep it controlled as best as possible. Big Destiny Bolt set up. Darley's going to take big damage out of those next few hits. Better have alter time for it. Definitely needs to have alter time. Trying to see if he can shimmer around, get a couple Frostbolts versus Ballas, but trying to make sure he doesn't get blasted by him at all. Frostbolts on the pets. Again, trying to get some resources, trying to get some flurries, trying to get some kind of procs, anything. In Biz, the Ballas is already on pretty much pressure on the Darley and does end up taking him out with a final blast of that Demon Bolt. With a Demon Hunter 10 show. As the last one, can Ballas somehow return? Can Ballas come back for the team? 11 minutes, 30 seconds into the duel. Thunder Ballas gets out of immediately. Is going to be able to land inside Tensho. Tensho with a Mortal Coil, get himself full defense. Is going to be Mortal Coil with a fear onto the Death Demon Hunter. It's going to say Death for some reason. Tyrant joining in. Tensho needs to get stunned out in the open. The Tyrant needs to make sure he has line of sight to blast out the Demon Hunter. Blur is up, and Tensho is going to have a demon of his own proccing in. Should be able to slay the demon in case he needs healing or damage. Ballas just trying to avoid him as best as possible. Maybe he's waiting for a stun later versus Tensho. He needs to get a Decimate Bolt versus Tensho at some point. Mortical, I don't know when that's going to be up. Tensho better slay the demon before he goes away. Essentially, just I can't touch to Ballas just yet. He better slay the demon in order to get some health. But 43% dampening, he's going to lose out. And Tensho's got a low health. Stunned up, trick us out immediately. With a stun to Ballas, another demon joins in. This man is just getting a load of demons back to back. He's going to slay that one. Wall for Ballas. Does he have a Mortical? Going to be a Fell Lord trying to see if he can knock down Tensho. Tensho backing up out of there. Going to be a Flesh Cut for Ballas. Just trying to give himself whatever heal he can. Ports away from Tensho. Going to be a Flesh Cut up for him. And Tensho is going to be immune to CC for a second. Needs to get over there. ASAP. Still full Metamorphosis rolling. Ballas has no health whatsoever. Maybe a Mortical will give him a break. He needs a Mortical right now. He needs a Mortal Coil before he gets stunned up, so maybe you're trying to wait for the pet stun with a Mortal Coil, get a full CC chain into Tensho, letting the pets crack through a Fleshcraft. Ballas had no health whatsoever. At some point, he's going to have to turn around and just Mortal Coil him. Maybe now it's time to do it. Stun, going to be a stun back. Ballas does have a Mortal Coil to separate. He has a port. He needs a Mortal Coil right now. He's just trying to survive, trying to live as best as he can. He's trying to live his best life right now. He's just running circles, aim cap. This Demon Hunter has a stun to follow. I-beam into Mortal Coil. Lands himself a fear, maybe a big Decimated Bolt, does himself a big Tyrant. This way you go for the Tyrant to the biggest go. Looks at Tensho, backing up onto the drop in darkness. Ballas has an opportunity. He has the range. He needs to get the Tyrant rolling. And as soon as Tensho out in the open, big Decimated Bolts. He has so much pressure on the guy. If Tensho just pokes his head out, Ballas had himself a good snipe. He has the range. He has maximum range. He might be able to get him one Decimated Bolt. Huge Tensho super low in health. Under pressure by the Tyrant and the Felguard by themselves. Unless Tensho gets a summon to Ballas. It might be over. Tensho needs line of sight. He's not worried about Ballas though. Might not be in a good spot. Ballas should have himself some more Decimated Bolts. If he has another instant cast, Tensho is done for. Oh my god, this is so close. And stun, Decimated Bolt, and this man just lives it. Look at this man's glorious mustache, his glorious mohawk, his small stature, but his big heart. To keep fighting in the duel, back to back to back. That was so close. That could have been anyone's game. That game could have been anyone's game just now. Anybody's. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, bro. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. Got him. He did do it. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed the hell out of that one, boys. Oh my god. I can't believe it. That was fun. Stash inspired by you, Del. Of course, I love it. I love it. Dude, that game could have been anyone's. I can't believe you lived that much. You just kept running separating circles and did the best you could. What's up? What's up, TikTok Gaming? Can't wait to play patch 9 to February 22nd. Yo, me too, my guy. Me too. Blizzard added new Easter eggs. They said there's a lot of secrets in Zereth Mortis. I don't know if we had any secrets on PTR, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. Wouldn't be surprised if there was more. Boys, that was awesome. All right, we gotta get somebody else in, man. We gotta get at least one more duel for the night. I got other things I gotta do as well, but I want to get at least one more duel for the night, boys. It looks like the gang is already is the gang already getting attacked? Is our boys already getting attacked? Is it happening? On Conan, we should be getting raided. Apparently, there's a bunch of guys on the Conan server we're playing on said they're going to be raiding us. Green for Trek, Olivia, Ducky, but up. Yo, what's up, Furkan? I'm a man. Hope you're having a good one. Yo, who got a group? Let's get a police +1, and I gotta go defend the honor of my boys in the game called Conan. Unless we're done, Ski. Jesus is ready. Does Nemi have a group? Scatic, does he have a group? No format, does he have a group? How many groups do we have, boys? Or are we done? Or was that the last one? Also, tomorrow, I'm gonna try to see if I can check out. What do you guys want to do tomorrow? Live EU servers? Oh, live NA servers? Live NA duels or PTR duels? If PTR is broken, I think we'll just have to do... If PTR is broken... Oh, let me join Jesus. Okay, so we only have one group with Jesus then. Our group disbanded pretty much. Okay, so we have Jesus with the group. If Sajira is done and no format is done, then we don't actually have any groups anymore. But I'll give him a second. I'll give you guys a second to see what groups we have. Scotty, no format. Check one. If you guys have groups over in EU, let me know. That was awesome duels. Dude, the last two duels with the Warlock. Dude, Warlocks are insane. You guys are nuts. Both you and Taxi are just insane, dude. How do we go from one duel of Taxi into that, dude, and how clutch he gets? Like, this is the fun duels that I enjoy commentating. This is my favorite. Does Zan Druid forms use the same mugs? A. Does the Zan Druid form use the same mugs? Does the Dalaran Druid form use the same mogs? You have different cat forms. Like, if you're using the challenge, if you're using the Legion skins, artifact weapon skins. I said War had to go, so now we're looking for a fifth. Alright, format. Sounds good, my guy. Zandalar Druids do have different cat forms and bear forms and boomy form. Unless you're using the artifact weapons. Those are the same all across all druids. But if you're using normal Xander forms, they do have like raptor form, turtle raptor form, which is like the bear form. And they have like this different boomkin form. Xander Mogzo druids, yes, lol. Yeah, so their druid forms are different. Yeah, I got 5, no format, got a group. Jesus got a group so we can get you guys in here. Are they going to be doing more soon? I mean, right now, I want to go to bed and watch. We got to get another duel right now. We got one versus Jesus and no format. So another duel up and running, boys, right now. Getting one rolling. Groups invited. Unless it didn't work. Oh, I messed up Jesus' name, that's why. Okay, I had an extra S in there. There's a lot of S's. You know if Seawork is going to stay Arcane for 9-0. I think he wants to. He really would love to play Arcane. I think he's going to end up pushing a little bit as Fire, but he really would rather play Arcane. Let me know if I need to redo Jesus and format. Love your videos and your commentary. Yo, thanks so much for chilling, Mr. Yeti. I appreciate you guys being here. Awesome. See you soon. Alright, yeah, but sounds good. Yeah, I get some boys for tomorrow and we'll see him. Okay, Demon Frost, I'll look. What I want to do is, what I would rather do, boys, for duels tomorrow is I would want to do on PTR. Maybe Rikyu. Okay, I can do that. I can Rikyu. I'd like to do duels in PTR so EU and NA can play, but if PTR is buggy and if it's broken, then we'll just do a live NA duels. We'll just try to make some groups for live NA stuff. Yep. Because you guys have been enjoying PTR duels a lot. Like, a lot of you have been enjoying some of the different builds and play styles that people offer, some of the different classes we get to see them play, right? A lot of you guys seem to enjoy that. A lot of the viewers seem to enjoy the PTR duels. And 9-2 duels in general. They're also going to be really fun with tier sets and Legos and stuff. It's going to be cool to see, like, on PTR it's testing, but on live we'll see what builds everybody plays. If people actually play the tier sets, or people just go like a full tanky versatility builds, and what other talents are going to be playable as well. It's going to be awesome. I want to plan for PTR tomorrow, but if PTR is broken like it was today, because I haven't checked PTR, but apparently if you auto-attacked or if you autoed, you DC'd. So if PTR is broken tomorrow, then we'll have to do live on NA. We'll see. I want to make sure I saved that one, by the way. I think I did, but I want to make sure. Just to be positive. Alright, give me a second while I save that one. It'll take 5 seconds. And we'll get another exciting duel up and running. Looks like it's going to be Warrior. Katya! What a name! Wait, no, it's not going to be Katya. It's going to be Farouk. Good Twitch. We got ourselves Farouk over on the team 1. Going to be first versus Jutsu. Mounting up, trying to get some dots in there. Farouk trying to get aggressive. Thorns up for the Druids in the opener. Farouk is going to have to get some slows. Jutsu just going to go for big damage. Curing burst. Everything is out right now. Farouk better have a defensive here. Better spell reflect a star surge at some point. Going to be full parry. Banner trying to go with the most aggressive. Not playing defense. Just trying to see if he can use offensive pressure to put the Druid on the defensive. To get the Druid out of the incarnate and back into bear form. This way Farouk can survive. Gonna be a leap storm onto Jutsu as he charges around the corner. Try to stay on the Druid as best he can. Jutsu does recover a lot of health, and it's gonna be an interrupt on that Wrath, but the Starfires are still gonna fly. Jutsu is gonna have plenty of resources to generate. Quick fear by the Warrior as he goes for a reflect. Farouk is super low on health, but so is Jutsu. Farouk just going for battle, trying to see if he can execute the Druid. Both of them are super low. Roar by the Druid for a second as he goes in for a heal. With Thorns, Farouk just had to go in for damage, trying to see if he can fight fire with fire, but does end up going down, which is going to be next around the corner. Gripping in Jutsu. He just had a duel versus Jutsu not long ago. Going to be getting the grippy hand out with the stun. Jutsu getting stunned up. Most likely a silence to follow. Jesus just trying to see if he can take him out of the game immediately. It's going to be a silence, and it's going to be a bigger blitz. Nothing you can do about it. Jesus actually using human Rachel to trick out of the stun. With Katya charging out. Katya is a purely Russian name right there. Got himself a spell reflect for a second, I think, with a chain of ice on the Jesus Stormbolt and with the blade start to follow. And Jesus is going to have to go for a lot of self-heals and maybe mobility. Trying to see if he can get some Chain of Ice onto Katya. Quick fear by the Warrior with a banner. Not going to get slowed down at all. As long as he stays on top of Jesus, he's not going to be able to get away from him whatsoever. Charge back to Jesus is going to root it out for a second. Just to stay literally right hitbox on top of Jesus in order to make sure you don't go anywhere. That banner is not going to let your movement speed go below 100%. Leaping towards the Death Knight. Going to be Remorseless Winter by the DK. Katya might have to go for parry here. Jesus got himself a little bit extra health. Strong Trinket for Katya with a Stormbolt onto the Death Knight in that execute range. Can't really heal. Gonna be the Chain of Ice. Was a quick stun by the Merciless Winter with a blind onto the Warrior. And just got full slows onto the Warrior. Who is gonna have to weigh it up and maybe go for a full flesh scrap. Maybe mount up. If he wants to catch up to the DK, it is gonna be mounting up. Try to see if we can get back to him. You just need to get him low enough where he can get those executes that let you charge. Which, by the way, that execute charge PvP challenge is getting nerfed in the next patch. It's gonna have a cooldown. Like every 15 seconds you can do that charge execute, which is kind of lame. Out of all the PvP changes, it's like one thing that's got nerfed. Not a lot of changes, not a lot of buffs and nerfs, but that's one PvP talent that got nerfed. And I guess maybe just to curb some of the mobility of arms in PvP. I think it's going to be a surprise because I don't know if a lot of people are keeping up with the PvP changes 9 too. Looks like Katya just sitting out in the open. Maybe stepping some into his team. Jesus is able to get himself full reset. Katya could maybe back up and go for a flash cup of their own. Might want to. Gonna be a Shattering Throw. Trying to see if he can bust to the shield of Jesus. Instead, gonna go for Stormbolt. Still landing on a Shattering Throw. And it's gonna go for the big Avatar. Trying to max out damage. Blind on Katya with a Remorseless Winter. Gonna be stunning him up very, very soon. No chicken for it. Got himself Warbreaker, but still big damage on Jesus. Oh! Got hit with a fear, but still is able to chop that Warrior up. Who's up next over for the team 1? Or team 2 rather. The Gangster gonna try to see if he can binding shot, double chop, rapid fire, full burst with Jesus. Got himself this AMS, gonna be able to AMS that explosive, and does get the grip onto the Hunter with a death strike in order to catch up on a lot of health. Knocking him back for a second. The grippy hand should be able to pull him back closer. And the Death Knight does have a little bit of resource, so at least survive this damage. The Gangster went in with a full burst, aim shot follow. But Jesus has plenty of runic power and just plenty of range to the Gangster with Chain of Ice constantly spammed out. Not let him go anywhere. He basically has a full stun ready to go for him with a Remorseless Winter stacking up. The Gangster lets it trick us right now. He might be in trouble. Shrink a turtle. And looks like the DK is just shattering right through these boys back to back. Is going to be able to get out of the freezing trap some way, somehow. The Gangster getting clawed by the pet. I think it's just dead to the dots in the Kevin Slime. And does go down. Oh my goodness. Third one falls over for the team 2. Is it going to be G-Funk? No, instead it's going to be me Smash versus Jesus. Does get himself a little bit of lag, kind of rubber banding him back for a moment. Hopefully that doesn't take away his opportunity to have a fair match. Trying to see if he can just heal through the damage, survive through a Fist of Fury, blasting with a BDB. Gonna be Zuen joining in too, as Jesus trying to wait out until he can get his hands on those weapons back. Has barely any health left with the death back, not giving him a lot of opportunity. Could be a touch of death from Me Smash. It looks like Me Smash does go for the touch of death just to take him out of the game, just to make sure he doesn't worry about it whatsoever. With Chencho gonna be up next, over for the team 1. Can Me Smash get through the rest of these boys? Chencho charging out as a full flashcraft. Also that mount, I gotta go get that for my Demon Hunter. That thing looks awesome. I like some of the armor that it has. Always thought it was a pretty cool mount. I think even the way you summon, I think you like jump up in the air and then it spawns. It looks pretty dope. I gotta play my Demon Hunter more often. Me Smash dropping down the BDB. Gonna be a chicken for Tencho, not wanting to deal with a big burst out of Me Smash. And Me Smash actually ports out as the fracture was about to fall off. Tencho going and back in there. That's gonna be a demon spawning in, a massive Felguard chopping at him. Gonna be a lot of damage for Me Smash, but Tencho with the Metamorphosis gonna be disarmed, but still has the glaive. Somehow you still have glaives to throw glaive, even if you are disarmed. It's gonna be able to eliminate that demon, stealing its soul, taking it. We're just gonna empower Tencho, give him a lot of survivability, try to catch up to Me Smash. Is gonna be able to charge through him. What? What was that? It was one stretched out Demon Hunter for a moment. Gonna be a root on the Tencho, actually. Whoa, Me Smash actually playing it super defensively. Going for a Fleshcraft, no interrupt potential for no interrupt? I'm actually surprised. I think he was trying to interrupt his Vivifies earlier. He's still punching. He's still punching. It's just once you get those fists revving, they're just gonna keep going. It's kind of like a wind-up toy. Once you wind them up, they're just gonna go. Even if you imprison him. Stun onto Me Smash as he has a full flash cup. Gonna be a demon spawning in potential. Needs to slay the demon and use the demon, the damage from the demon, the impact from the demon in order to make some more damage happen versus Me Smash. But looks like Tencho is gonna hold on to the demon for now. Darkness coming down as he gets Lexo, gonna be booped out of the darkness. Lots of damage. Tencho might be in trouble. Trying to see if he might be able to backflip out of there. But I think a Rising Sun King came out at the end by Me Smash taking him out. With Darly gonna be up next. Full invis shields. This is gonna have to find a way as a Frost Mage to fight versus a Windwalker Monk. I don't think mages have an easy time with monks to begin with. Maybe fire with a big combustion as it's all instant. You might be able to get someone rolling, but a Frost Mage? A class that's perfect for slowing enemies down, except for classes that are super mobile. Like a rogue can get out of those roots pretty easily, get out of the slows pretty easily, and so can a monk. So we'll see if Darley can maybe somehow overcome this real test of a challenge. This BDB slinging monk. If he plays his cards right and uses his CCs and defensives at a perfect time, I think he might stand a chance. I'm not trying to disparage Darley whatsoever. I'm just telling you guys how it is. Frost Mages have potential, especially 9-2 with double legs and whatnot, and tier sets even. But it is a tough match. Definitely a tough matchup. Trinket for Darley as he goes for a Alter Time in case Cell dips down. Big kick out of the monk. Does he go for Alter Time? He does choose to go for it. Me Smash was waiting to get some bursts out earlier. Gonna be Darley, actually immune to movement, but also immune to stuns. Gonna be huge damage onto Darley. Does go for Ice Block as that is. Gonna be a Flesh Cut out of Me Smash. Is gonna be challenging Flesh Cut in front of Darley's face. He knows he wants to get out of Ice Block. He knows he wants to get that intro, but he knows he can't. He has to get himself the recovery. Darley still holding on to the full ice form, which is giving immunity from stuns. Trying to get a Nova into Me Smash, but he's just immune to Novas. And Darley could be in big trouble. Does he have a second ice block? He does have a second ice block in case he needs it. Does he still have the debuff that's not letting him ice block? Interrupting Arcane? Oh. Yeah, all Me Smash did is just came in, smashed, punched, kicked. Maybe a little bit of screaming, a little bit of brew spilled over. But that's literally all he did. He ran in and just punched him down. That's a tough one. That's a tough matchup. That is a real tough matchup. My gold's on the mage. Yo, Mr. Yeti. That gold would have been in the house would have taken that gold if you were really a betting man. The house takes that one. Stun onto me smash. Trinkets out of immediately election, but the Faso as well as the pet. Faso is gonna have to go for Mortal Call or Port or something. Gonna be a dark pack, but I got blasted through. But me smash, Fell Lord dropping in, but me smash avoids it. That's gonna be a stun onto me smash with a Mortal Call as Faso does drop down Diablos, giving him lots of fast casting. Me smash trying to get out of there. Gonna be one bolt out of that Tyrant, but me smash just completely on the other side of the arena, in the other zip code altogether, away from the Warlock. We're actually just running so far. The Tyrant gets one more Decimate bolt in, or one more Demon bolt in. Or is Tyrant Demon Firebolt? Demon Fire maybe? I don't forget what. I know the Demon Bolt is the Warlock bolt, but what kind of spells does the Tyrant cast? Is it a Demon Firebolt? Is it his own Demon Bolt? Doom Bolt? I don't really know. It does show up in details, but I'm not quite sure. It's Monk Punch and a Kick a Lick Parappa. Fossil is going to be on the other side of the pillar, trying to see if he can get some line of sight onto me smash. This is going to be Demon Dog is with a stun, Mortal with a Fear to follow. Maybe Fossil has an opportunity to set something up. Decimator Bolt is getting set up. Me smash does go for a big diffuse magic, as well as a fortifying brew. Fossil could be in trouble. Trinkets with a port. Does he have the gateway to use? He might be able to use the gateway in order to get away. Trying to get some Demon Bolts into Smash. Smash is going to be out in the open. Demon Bolts are flying in, doing quite a bit of damage. Whirling Dragon Punch, walls up for Fossil. Needs something, anything. Trying to go for a Fear into me Smash just to get this Monk away from him with the Drain left to follow. And looks like Fossil is completely on the defensive. Trying to go for Drain Lives. Does he have a stun? Mortal Call? Anything? He could be in big trouble. Stun onto me Smash. As Fossil got himself Fleshcraft. 38% dampening. This is going to make the Fleshcraft a lot less effective. Maybe he has a gateway to go for? Fist of Fury locking him down. Fossil is going to get another Mortal Call. Is his pet down? Is his pet dead? Where's your pet? Where's your Felguard? I think the Felguard is dead. Oh no! Smashed him down. I think the Felguard was actually dead at the end there. I don't know if the Felguard had a stun coming back up, but me smash lives up to his name. Wait in the arena and Spiller. Yeah, the arena also was not that great either. Holy moly, the pillars are a little bit too big for that arena. Maybe next time I do these duels, I just won't do them completely random. Because I'd like to omit that arena out of the game completely. It's not a great arena for duels. It ends up being a little bit too big. You know, just a little big. Looked like he was kicked into the wall and cracked the skull. Damn. Yeah, it looked like he was kicked, doesn't it? With a, what is it, the vengeful retreat? It looked kind of cool, actually. That's honestly kind of neat. I didn't even think about it. But now that you mentioned it, I put the dots together. Boys, I think we're going to call it here. Nice play for the DK though? Yeah, I played really well. Yeah, please never do that arena again, especially with a monk. Yeah, that's a fair point. So usually when I do my arenas, I have the game randomize them, right? It goes through cycle store on the Grand. We get the Blade's Edge with the Ogre and the Bridge. We get the Dalaran Sewers. We get all the other arenas. Instead, I'm just going to do specific arenas. I'll just type them in specifically just to make sure we never get that arena. It just is not a great arena for duels. It benefits classical mobility too much. Like Munkabala, Hook Point, Dalaran Sewers, Lordaeron, all those are fine for duels, but that one in particular is just a little too big. So I agree with you that. Saludos, yo, what's up, Alfredo? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. I'm done. We're done here too, boys. Dala is marksman form for you. I don't play a lot of marksman, but I might need to give it a go again in night 2. I'm actually putting a video together, and marksman might be one of the classes I might have to check on PTR. Boys, thank you so much for joining in. Tomorrow, I'll update you guys ahead of time. Either we're doing PTR duels, so more boys can join in for PTR, because a lot of you guys seem to enjoy those, or we'll do some duels on live NA. I want to try to do PTR, unless you guys on NA really want some live duels. You really vehemently just want to play in live for a bit. I want to try PTR tomorrow. We'll try our best to do it. If PTR is buggy as it was today, then we can't, and then we'll have to do live NA duels. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. I'll update you guys ahead of time better than I did today. How does that sound? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining the duels, boys. I appreciate all of you for coming by. I appreciate everybody who participated. Super fun having all those groups together. Patch 9.2 very soon, by the way. Hope you guys are excited. Patch 9.2 very, very soon. I'm really excited. I can't wait, man. It's about a week away, man. It's a little over a week. We've been waiting for so long. Thanks so much for the duels. It was fun. Take care of you tomorrow for the duels. Yeah, Cutsick, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You guys have a good one. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. As always, I'm gonna get some food. I got some water here. I gotta get some food. I gotta go defend a base in Conan. We're getting raided in Conan. I gotta go defend the honor of my team. Thank you all so much. Super fun hanging out with all of you. I see you boys on next stream. Peace.
just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. We used to